general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
WKGN 1340. Go Vols!
You're tuned in to East Tennessee's premier sports radio call-in show. This is The Drive.
And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock on the first Overreaction Monday edition of the show this year. It's a very exciting day here at Fan Run. First day with Tony Basilio on in the middays. That went swimmingly. And for us here on The Drive, it's our first day with a new co-host, Bob Baskerville, joining us in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Bob, you've had enough reps here to get used to us. I feel like this is going to go swimmingly as well, knock on wood.
Yeah, a little pressure. Everything's gone smoothly today. It's like
don't screw it up.
Yeah, it's like, let's make sure I don't mess this up. But happy to be here, man. Excited. Recalibrating my clock. Played a little basketball this morning early. Came home, took a little nap.
I mean, you're making me feel lazy. I roll out of bed at 8:15. The kids are home. It's Labor Day, and I wake up to a text from Bob from like 7 a.m.
What?
Hey, man, I just got to the gym. He was talking about something else.
I mean, welcome to the good times, Bob. You don't have to get up that early anymore.
Yeah, if you want to seize the day, Bear, that's what's got to happen. I'm not a guy that just lays around in his jams.
Well, I mean, neither am I, but I mean, it's kind of Russell's thing on the show.
But Bob likes to grab hold of life with both hands and squeeze the air out of it.
Got that right, man.
Well, welcome in, Bob. We're glad to have you, man. A lot to unpack today.
Yes.
Plenty of time to do it. Walker Smith is here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios as well. He's getting ready for we've got a drive derby coming up this weekend. Man City.
We do.
Man City versus Man United. Two horrible clubs on the downside of their once illustrious past, but enough about that. We've got real football to talk about. Tennessee beat Syracuse 45-26 in the opener. Impressive debut by Joey Aguilar. I thought the running backs, wide receivers, and the offensive line, it's funny, Bob, as much as we talk about the offensive line, how's that going to go with all the changes? Wide receivers, I don't know. We don't have enough. And, of course, quarterback. What I saw Saturday was a Josh Heupel offense that was dialed up and ready to go.
Was it just me? It felt like I saw different wrinkles too.
Yeah, no,
right?
that was definitely
a
thing.
We were talking about it at the watch party. The receivers were not so far out wide on each side. They were bunched in a little bit more, a little more pre-snap motion than
guys
I'm used
in
to
motion.
seeing. Yeah, it was, and stands to reason, man. I mean, we've been talking about all of this, and it's like, let's give our coach a little bit of credit for kind of maybe adjusting the game plan a little to accentuate the strengths of the new QB. I really believe that's some of it. And then just also keeping defenses honest too, because there's been a lot of talk over the past couple of years, and boy, did it ever get accelerated in the last few weeks of, talk of this offense gets figured out pretty quickly. It's a little gimmicky, yada, yada. Felt like it was a different look for sure.
Yeah, it almost felt like Josh Heupel was listening to the critics and had a little bit of,
watch this.
How you like me now?
Yeah.
So offensively, I thought things were fine. We're going to go around the room and take letter grades on Joey Aguilar's performance over the weekend. But defensively, we might have some problems here. And, we coming into the season, again, conventional wisdom, hey, Tim Banks has figured it out. Tennessee had a top 10 defense last year. They're going to have one again. It's the offense you got to worry about. Coming out of week one, my initial overreaction is it's the exact opposite. We've got Josh Heupel calling plays, coaching up a quarterback. We're going to be fine on that side of the ball. But the defense, and this is not even necessarily a criticism of Tim Banks or any of the individuals. It's just you've already got the Boo Carter situation going on. You lose David Hobbs to an extended time with his foot injury before the season starts. And now in the first game, you've lost Jackson Moy, who Josh Heupel says will be out this week, but, quote, hope to get him back quickly, end quote. Take from that what you will. And Ricky Gibson, who will be out for, quote, an extended period of time, which makes me think he's certainly out for the Georgia game. And past that, who knows? Bob, I'm looking at defensively and the injuries all of a sudden thinking, man, we've got issues if we're going to be depending, against Georgia. If Moy can't come back and you've got Nathan Robinson, who's been injury prone, still untested, and true freshman Ethan Utley as your top two backups.
Yeah.
That's not a recipe for success.
No, and did you, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but if you happen to see the Georgia highlights, Zachariah Branch is who we thought he was, man. And I'm thinking about our defensive backfield. If you don't have Jermod McCoy and you don't have Ricky Gibson, and I was settling into a comfort zone on Saturday of, hey, we got some depth in this defensive backfield. Now all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Not so much.
Yeah. And we'll get into it here in a little bit, but there's a lot of pieces that can be moved around and I think have to be moved around now in light of these two very significant injuries that sounds like, after the game on voluntary reaction, we're thinking about the Moy thing that's the most troubling one. Gibson was, we noted it, but it was kind of an afterthought. It just really shrouded. And that's disappointing news today that we're going to be without, with McCoy not ready to go, our best corner for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. That was the one I'm coming out of Saturday that I was most concerned about because he wasn't. I feel like on any other team, if he's not playing with Jermod McCoy last year, I feel like Ricky would have gotten a lot more run because he had a fantastic year last year. He just happened to be opposite Jermod McCoy. But yeah, big loss for the team there. I thought that the young guys, didn't you guys? I thought the freshmen, thank goodness, Redmond.
A lot of newcomers look good, man.
Colton Hood, oh, what a break.
A lot of the rookies, the transfer portal guys, the second-year guys, Tyree Weathersby. I know actually his third year, but guys that we haven't seen yet, Nathan Robinson. Yeah, a lot of reason for optimism, and guys that looked good. Bear, we do this. This is one of our Overreaction Monday traditions. Let's roll through Roger's keys to victory. And you guys give me a simple yes or no. Number one was far and away, hit some big ones. Take some deep shots and hit them. Now, I know we could get technical here and say,
it was just
deep
one.
shots, plural. We really only hit the one, but it was so beautiful, man. It felt like two or three.
And I think it was Bishop that, we almost broke.
Yep. Almost hit a homer.
House. Yeah, almost hit a home run. It was a double. But still, he exploded. I feel like we're going to see some explosive running plays. So, yes.
Yeah, I got to give him that one. Number two, smash. Peanut butter and jelly. Get after the quarterback, 5 sacks, multiple other hits. I thought we were pretty active when our first team front seven was in there. I thought we were consistently in his face.
Check.
2 for 2 so far. Number 3, control the line of scrimmage, over 200 yards rushing. Once again, I think you held Syracuse to right around 100. I got to give it to us. It wasn't dominant on the defensive side, but Bob, at no point did I feel like Syracuse was in danger of imposing their will on us.
No, same. Again, I just didn't want us messing around too much. I mean, even, it's a good place to be in besides the alternative to say, oh my God, man, they could cut this thing to 12 or to 2 possessions or whatever the case may be. But I was never concerned. Never. I mean, I'm thinking back to what we talked about, Russ, because I think it bears repeating. We talked about this on Friday of what do we think is going to happen when the guys come out? And talking about, namely, Joey, are we going to do we see him throw a deep strike at some point early? And sure enough, he did. It was nice, actually. I mean, that ball was up there for a while, but it was nice that it wasn't an overthrow. That was a change of pace for us.
Yes.
He did drop it in the bucket.
Oh, on the second
money.
one. Yeah, I'm thinking of the first one, though, to Brazel.
But he was hit a little bit on that one.
Exactly.
And it was pretty obvious that they're picking on the 17-year-old out there. He was isolated on the one that we hit. So like both deep shots of note were taken on him. So they had the target on him, all that stuff. Key number 4 was don't screw it up.
We didn't.
Turnovers, penalties, mistakes there. We win the turnover battle. Only 7 penalties. That feels pretty average for the Heupel era. We've had a lot of double-digit penalty games through the Heupel era, so I would have taken that, especially for the season opener.
I was kind of surprised, especially given that we had a new quarterback. Basically, he's been here for 100 days. Our track record that we didn't see all the flurry of motion penalties and illegal shifts, and that was a welcome thing on Saturday.
No sacks allowed either, right?
Yeah, no,
and I don't even know. There were, the first deep shot, he got hit a little bit, probably exposed himself a little. Like the thing about Joey is like he's got to get down. Like it's one thing against Syracuse. He took some licks against Syracuse. I realize he's a tough guy. He's bigger and more physical than Nico was, but still, I saw enough out of him to not want him to get hurt.
Well, I mean. Somebody needs to just sit him down and explain it to him. Look, you're playing against guys now that can end your career in one play, one moment. If you're not careful.
Again, in a game like that, an extra 2 or 3 yards against Syracuse is not worth the risk of a potential season-ending, separating your shoulder, broken collarbone, or something like that. Now, if it's the fourth quarter and we're in a tight game against Georgia or Alabama, then
you got to do what
it's
you got to
football. Yeah, like if you get hurt, you get hurt. But in just situational stuff, and I'm guessing that's something that Halsley and Heupel have made clear to him in their film study already. So, hey, man, 4 for 4 on Rogers Keys to start the season.
Nice.
Tennessee wins it 45-26. Shout out to Jake Taylor. Not only was he a great catcher in Major League and laid down the bunt, the squeeze in the exciting one-game playoff win over the Yankees circa 1989, but he was also this week's Crown Pick of the Week. Jake Taylor on Facebook had 45-20. That was the closest one. Not many people saw Syracuse putting up 26 points.
I mean, can you blame us? We had a really good defense last year. I came the closest to us, but I mean, you and Bob were you guys weren't factoring in a scoop and score. That's the difference.
You score on defense. That was a big one, obviously. So Jake Taylor going to win gift cards from Crown Cleaners, from the Pizza Kitchen. We'll get in some fan run swag as well. Thanks to everybody who participated in the Crown Pick of the Week. Brought to you by Crown Cleaners. It's where I go whenever I have dry cleaning that needs to get done. Actually have a couple of items that probably need to go that I've noticed over the weekend while doing a little nervous cleaning around the house Saturday and Sunday. You could check out Crown Cleaners, either their 2 area locations in West Knoxville, Kingston Pike, Bearden Hill, right across from the Krispy Kreme there, and then a little out further west on South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence. Well, it's Overreaction Monday. We do this every Monday afternoon during football season. We call it Wall to Wall Y'all. We don't have any guest book. We want to hear what you have to say about the game, what you saw, what you liked, what you didn't like. Tell us your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your desires. We open up the phone lines here at 865-966-3435. Your number to get on board, 966-3435. You can call or text the drive. We'd love to hear from you this afternoon. When we continue, give out a letter grade to our new quarterback. A lot was talked, a lot was made of Joey Aguilar, and I think we can all agree that he passed the exam with flying colors. How well did he do? We'll go inside the numbers and break down Joey's performance when we continue. Your phone calls coming up as well. It's The Drive on a Labor Day Overreaction Monday. Stay with us.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for The Drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area, from Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com.
The show, Walker Smith working hard with us in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios, taking your phone calls, 865-966-3435. Your number to get on board, 966-3435. Let's get things rolling. Ashley Schaefer, ball fan, leads us off today on Overreaction Monday. What's up, ASVF?
Guys, can you remember a better week one? I mean, the Vols came out and, like, let's be honest, we looked about as good as we could have possibly looked in week one. I know there's stuff to fix, but you really couldn't ask for very much more. From that game to the Bama and Nico rot watch, all the way to the Arch Manning collapse, it was a truly unbelievable weekend.
It was a great weekend. By the way, not over yet. We've got TCU at North Carolina tonight. Very exciting.
Belichick.
See Belichick's debut against the Horned Frogs. So, yeah, man, it's been a great couple of days, starting with Thursday and then Friday night watching Auburn struggle, but ultimately get a nice win for them on the road. A full day Saturday yesterday was unbelievable, man. It's almost disappointing, Bob, because I look at this week's schedule.
Oh, it's very different.
Brutal. It's garbage. It's not great. I mean, it's not like there's a couple of intriguing matchups in there, but Davey made this point on voluntary reaction. It's like this is the last day. We're getting the 9-game conference schedule. You have to play one good out of conference game. To me, the last major scheduling hurdle, I know there'll always be scheduling tweaking, is getting rid of these games. ETSU, no offense. We love all our listeners up in Johnson City. Big supporters of the Buccaneers, what they're doing in the Southern Conference, but keep the Southern Conference and the SEC separate. There's no reason to be playing this game. And we're not the only ones. Everybody plays one of these games, and there's a bunch of them this week. And if you just got rid of those, we'd see more Oklahoma and Michigan, which we get to see this weekend, Kansas and Missouri, which is an intriguing matchup. You got Kentucky playing Ole Miss. There are some good games this weekend. We're just not playing one of them.
Yeah, that really didn't hit me until today. I started looking at next week because somebody mentioned the
pales in comparison, my friend.
Yeah, Michigan and Oklahoma is one of the headliners. I was like,
it's got to be the marquee, right?
Yeah, night game. I'd say it is the marquee, but that doesn't get me going like some of the ones we just had this week. This week was incredible. Again, when you have 6 of the top 10 teams in the rankings playing each other head to head, I mean,
yeah,
that's incredible. That's like playoff level stuff right off the bat.
Guys, I got a poll question for you.
Ooh.
Who got fleeced? Okay. Who got fleeced harder? Tennessee with Nico Iamaleava, Texas with Arch Manning, or the Alabama Crimson Tide with Kalen DeBoer?
Probably, I would just personally say probably us.
Well, who got fleeced more with Nico, us or UCLA?
Us. We got
a playoff trip out of it.
We got a playoff trip out of Dylan Sampson and a top 15, borderline top 10 defense. I mean, come on, man.
The
UCLA
Nico
got him for a song and a dance.
Hey, the Nico thing is a tragedy. It just is, man. And I listen, I hate watched too. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm better than anybody else. I giggled at all the same things y'all did, but I also find myself like it's not his fault. I mean, yeah, there's some immaturity there. He's 20 or whatever, but his dad has potentially ruined his promising career.
Yeah, the dilemma I have now, I've been thinking about it because I was right there Saturday night. I stayed up as late as I could.
Sure.
Will we continue to watch throughout the season?
I don't think so.
I don't think I will. I because I think it's going to be a lot like what we just saw. And that was enough. That was enough right there to say, okay, we won the trade, man. There's no question about it.
Yeah. For me, what stood out to me was that he doesn't look any different. Like he doesn't look like he's gotten any better. And like he's developed it all. He's making the same mistakes.
Well, that's why, I mean, like it's for his development. And if you want to have criticisms of Heupel's offense like there were last week, like that's fine. It might be true. I don't know. We're still kind of early in it as far as his quarterbacks going to the next level, but there's no doubt that him leaving and not being able to build on his success from last year and develop from year to year to year, instead just like wiping the slate clean, putting him in that program where there is no Dylan Sampson. There is no Lance Hurd.
Right.
There's no Chris Brassel. I don't think Brassel's any great receiver, but like you don't have anything over there. And now he's going to be playing in the Big Ten. To your point, though, Bob, I'm not going to watch every week. I don't think most people will. I think Saturday night was a special, like it just lined up with the kickoff time and the opponent and everything, and it was fresh in our minds. I think now, Ashley Schaefer, Vol fan, I think it's just something we'll follow and keep an eye on, and people will hate watch occasionally, but there's also we got to let him go, right?
Oh, I'll be there for the hate watches, Rush. Don't worry about that. But listen, on the way out, guys, incredible week one. Can't wait to break it down with you boys. And yeah, apparently our defense is made of glass, so the sandcastle's coming down in week 3. But we had a good week one. Later.
Thank you, Ashley Schaefer, Vol fan, checking in up first today on the Overreaction Monday edition of The Drive. 865-966-3435, your number to get on board. 865-966-3435 if you want to chime in.
Can I ask y'all a question? This is back to Nico for a second. When his one touchdown pass, that little wheel route.
Yeah, it was a nice throw.
Were you happy for him, or were you like, oh man, you just wanted more carnage?
I'm not watching that game hoping that he will suck. I'm just watching that game.
That's where I'm kind of.
It's. I don't even know really how to describe it. It's just I feel sorry for him. I really do. I think that he's being manipulated by a greedy dad in this situation, and the best thing for him would be to grow up quickly, tell his dad to step off. I'm going to be my own man. I know that's easier said than done, especially in that culture. It doesn't work like that. But I'm worried that his dad is going to Marinovich him, for lack of a better term.
That's a really good term. For me, I'm kind of where Russ is at. I'm just more curious because I was just really curious to see if going back to this system that it was the power spread that he was more familiar with, would he look better? Would he not be, like I said just a few minutes ago, would he not still be making the same misreads? But it's not anything the only person, their uniforms are garbage now. They reminded me of the old Jacksonville Jaguars.
So I was talking with CG about this during that game. We were texting about it, and I didn't realize this, but like the blue is much darker now, right, than it was when we grew up.
Blue.
And evidently, the reason they did that was because they thought that they didn't look tough enough. And they wanted to I don't know if they think it's more masculine or whatever, but I mean, I see that. Like, I guess the blue they're wearing now is a little bit more.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever
whatever.
heard in my
But
life.
yeah, really, I mean, it's like our orange is not exactly a color that strikes fear, but damn it,
Traffic
it's beautiful.
cones. Yeah, it is.
It's ours. That's our color. UCLA had that too. And why
would you just destroy your brand like that?
I think you can have a direct correlation between when they darkened the blue and they started sucking.
Maybe I've been all in on UCLA's uniforms forever, and it doesn't bother me that much. I feel like it's just closer to what their basketball uniform blue looks like to me. That's all. I think maybe you're getting thrown by like the gold like leggings or whatever the hell those guys are wearing.
I guess I'm just telling you that was what stood out to me more than anything. Nico hasn't changed, and those uniforms are garbage.
I wouldn't call them garbage, man. Not me. It takes a lot for those to look like garbage. I don't think they're there, but I did see the difference in the blue. A lot of gold though, man. They had gold shoes, and now in this day and age of TV, all the shots are tied. Everything on the helmet, the face mask, everything's gold. A lot of gold.
Boy, that's not a good look on TV with how few people show up for those games. You really think there were 35,000 people there?
There might have been, but it was probably, I'm not exaggerating. Probably half of that was Utah fans. I mean, I haven't lived out there, and I've said this before. The only time that the Rose Bowl is magical is for the Rose Bowl, and that's it. I'm telling you, that's a hard watch out there because there's so many other options. There's a level of apathy towards UCLA football. It's very, very different, man. You know, in the UCLA USC game, when they play at the Rose Bowl, that usually brings a big crowd too. But It's unfortunate, man. It's like I can't even imagine us ever having that happen when we're in a 3-6 season playing UT Martin.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't do that here.
They've also got that kind of, now that I've been out there and been to the campus and,
you'll be in the Rose Bowl Saturday night?
Sunday night.
I
guarantee, yes. I tweeted this. I guarantee you next Saturday and Sunday combined will outdraw and outsell beer-wise what they'll sell for the rest of the season.
You're seeing a couple washed-up rockers or something. The Who is playing or something? What are we doing? Daltrey's up there in a wheelchair?
Yeah. Mm. But anyhow, they've got that whole Miami thing. No sidetrack, man. I'm trying to make a point to Bob.
The Beatles getting back together.
That Miami thing, their stadium is so far from campus, Bob. I mean,
they're
that's
playing
like
the Rose Bowl.
It's like a 50-minute drive
on a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Westwood
to Pasadena.
Well, you need to hit.
That's the same thing Miami has to deal with, right? With that's a 20-mile trip from Coral Gables to Hard Rock.
Yeah,
for them.
Just buckle up, man, when you have to hit the restroom at the Rose Bowl. It's
is it worse than the south end zone of UT, bro?
It's
bad.
Spartan
troughs. I'll be in my element.
It's just old and decrepit, and not capacity is an issue.
Yep.
So just don't wait till the last
Many
second.
would say that
point.
Being old, decrepit, and capacity issues describes Bear as well. So he'll be right in his element.
I'd go ahead and let you know I'm probably not going to see the openers.
All right. We are on commitment watch this afternoon. Hezekiah Harris, the 6'5", 235-pound edge rusher from Huntsville, who is currently committed to Auburn. There's been a lot of smoke that he might be flipping to Tennessee. We're on the lookout for a Labor Day edition of Merry Flipmas for Josh Heupel and the Vols today. 4-star, borderline top 100 prospect that would be another boost to Tennessee's pretty dang solid recruiting class that they're putting together. So as Ashley Schaefer, Vol fan, said, a wonderful weekend could be about to get even better for Josh Heupel and the Vols.
God, that'd be great. Keep it coming, man.
More
good times to roll.
More steam.
My question, I had another question for you guys today as we sit here on Monday. Do you guys feel more confident after seeing, because I felt like, I'm not saying it's he's any kind of hinting, I'm not even going to say that, but we definitely look more like what the offense looked like a couple of years ago than we have any of the past 2 years, I feel like. I felt like he had pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too, Bear. Like the thing, and I felt like I was being a wet blanket on voluntary reaction. We've seen this before, especially last year. I mean, remember the first two games? Like we cooked. I don't even remember who we opened up with last year at home. But NC State was the second game. We put up like 60 on them. We put up 70 in the first game. And we're sitting here talking about Nico for Heisman. And even after the third game, when we scored 26 or whatever it was at Oklahoma, the narrative was, well, we saw that we had the game in hand, and so we took the air out of the ball. And that's what we told ourselves at the time. And now we know, looking back on it, is like Nico wasn't as good as we thought he was the first two games. So that, again, not trying to be Debbie Downer over here, but let's see how Joey. It's a work in progress, man. Let's see how he does and how he develops.
Was it Thornton or Bruce? The last really good time I can remember about Nico was that slant touchdown throw he made against Oklahoma.
That was Thornton.
On a skinny post looking thing.
Although he had the nice one. He had
two nice downs
Alabama.
Against Bama. Yeah.
Yep. To Brazel, and who was the other one?
I think Thornton down the sideline.
If you, Bear, I would agree with what you were saying, because I watched this last night, this Brooks Austin guy. Did you watch his 20-minute film on Tennessee?
I've had many people recommend that to me. I'm planning on getting to it.
It's fantastic. And it does kind of, the vibes you get from him are the vibes that you're feeling. And that is, man, that looked different, at least by comparison to the last couple of seasons. It's not all the way back to 22 or anything like that, but it was elevated for sure. And his point was, that's because who you got under center now. He goes, I really, he's a big advocate right now for Joey Aguilar.
Brooks Austin on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, but we actually did the thing Saturday where we went fast, but it didn't look quite the same as Joe and Nico, especially.
Right.
We just
surprisingly smooth operation for so many new faces.
Yeah,
I thought the line, especially considering David Sanders, his absence, Sarah did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
How refreshing was it to just, again, this is not piling on Nico, but it just feels like such a long, long time ago since we've had a quarterback who can just look.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to run.
Yeah.
Not look, oh, nothing there, got to run.
Yeah.
And that's what we were seeing again Saturday night with Nico at UCLA. It feels like nothing's been learned there.
Totally agree. Let's get DR Vol in here next on Overreaction Monday. Good afternoon, DR.
Good afternoon, guys. I'll pile on. I just enjoyed watching the highlights of Nico getting drilled. I love how he left because we didn't have the talent, and he got his ass whipped every play. I don't know how many times they got to him. I'd like to see those stats, man. But I'm going to hate watch all year. Now, granted, I'm not going to watch the game at like 10 o'clock at night, but I'm going to check the stats and make sure they lose.
You're going to make sure they lose, as if you have control over it. Like, what if they win, or are you going to blame yourself?
Probably. I blame myself for us covering against Florida in 2020 when I lost hundreds of dollars and couldn't make my mortgage payment.
Well, I mean that's when you gamble and lose, that is directly your fault. Shout out to the Cover Boys. I believe they were 2-2 on the right sides, but if you're in that gambling group, Haji hooked me up with I don't know where he finds these things, but USC 38.5 over Missouri State. Easy money.
Crushed it.
Easy money.
Blistered them.
And, it kind of goes back to, I think my problem with Nico is his dad. Kind of like with Boo Carter, it's with his mom. And when he goes to Colorado next year, I hope he goes 0-12 next year. He covered himself in glory Saturday, didn't he? Missing that sack on 4th and 10.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Boo. I think with Ricky Gibson being out an extended period of time and Hood showing that he's a player, I think it's time to move McMurray, who, boy, you talk about showing up in a big way. Like he looked fantastic. I think you move him back out to corner where he played last year and turn Boo loose at start, because that's the only way we're going to stay on the field with Georgia is to get our best players out there. So I think there's that. And then with Moy out, I think that you got to move Don Bailey inside full time. I mean, he's 300 pounds. He's plenty big. We saw enough out of Weathersby and probably didn't see enough of Tyree West. So if I'm Heupel, I'm going with those two, Weathersby and West at that strong side position. I'm moving Big Don Bailey inside and making him my starter next to Eason so that you can just have another big body in there. Because that's my concern right now. It's like we don't have everybody's super excited about Utley, but he's looked very undersized to me upon my rewatch of the game last night. And then we didn't even see the 5-star Isaiah Campbell. So to me, unless he's got an injury that we don't know about, that tells me that he ain't ready. He can't get in that game.
The more we talk about go ahead, DR.
I'm sorry, Bob. I didn't mean to interrupt you, man. But Russ, you're talking about Moy, but didn't it sound the way Heupel spoke that he's probably going to play against Georgia? Did I mishear that?
I think that's the hope, DR. And there were some reports that he was seen by the media at the facility today as they were going into the press conference, that he was seen doing some rehab work and trying to. So, I mean, again, we don't know. It looked like an elbow or something. Can you put him in some sort of a cage? At that point, how limited is he? But yeah, I mean, it sounds like the hope is to have him back for Georgia, but I don't think that that's, written in stone at this point.
We've got to get healthy, guys. Bama's gettable, and I feel good about Florida. It's just, let's just beat Georgia. I mean, we've got the best quarterback we've had since Joe Milton, so let's just go out and beat them.
You guys, speaking of Bama, did you see, I know you asked earlier, since then I glanced at it at the commercial break. Do you think there's any way he jets at the end of this season?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He definitely today, he kind of owned it. It was weird in his press conference. He talked more about these. DR, I was saying to these guys earlier when I was, reading some of the transcript and listening to some of it, he sounded more like a psychologist than a coach. Like these are good kids, man. They're driven. They want to succeed. We're gonna build off this. He was doing all the coach speak, and I just think Alabama fans, they're not going to have any of that, man. The heat's gonna intensify, and I think about who they play next. It's like they play like Louisiana, Monroe, then Wisconsin, and then they have Georgia. I mean, by the end of this month, they could still be 2-2 already, and that fan base is just going to go nuclear.
Bob, that just sets up so well for us. So if they keep going on the downhill like that, right, and we roll into Tuscaloosa, there won't be a single wide left standing, guys.
Right.
I appreciate it, y'all.
Thank you, DR. Appreciate the phone call. 865-966-3435, your number to get on board. 966-3435 on Overreaction Monday. More of your phone calls coming up.
The Drive. 105.7 FM, 1340 AM. Online at fanrunradio.com and streaming on the free Fan Run Radio app. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Got you, Mike. It's Nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit menspro-knoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
North Knox Siding and Windows is a complete exterior home improvement company that can help you with all your home exterior needs. If your home needs new siding, windows, doors, gutters, handrails, a deck, or a new roof, then give my friends at North Knox Siding and Windows a call at 865-689-0505. You can also visit their showroom at 5618 North Broadway. Locally owned and operated and proudly serving all of Knoxville and the surrounding areas, North Knox Siding and Windows. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
We make it easy to save money. Get access to thousands of discounts on shopping, dining, and travel with the C&B Plus Perks account. It's a powerful new way to save money with roadside assistance, cell phone protection, identity theft protection, and credit monitoring. Banking at C&B has its perks. Call or stop by a branch for more details.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't Run app. Also live today on YouTube. Shout out to the YouTubers on the Fan Run TV channel since 2010. Bob, 15 years old today.
Today.
It's the Drive's 15th birthday.
Well,
we can get our learner's permit.
Good. I'm honored to be joining you on such a momentous day.
You should be.
Bob took the black, came to the 3 o'clock hour.
Yes. And now his watch is over.
That's right.
Appreciate everybody listening, however they may be listening this afternoon. If you miss any of the show, we do have a podcast that you can go back and listen to at your leisure. It's brought to you by our friends over at Broadway Carpets. If you're looking to remodel your home or you're moving somewhere new and need some new carpets, new flooring, check out Broadway's selection of flooring and tile. Head to either of their 2 locations, of course, downtown on Broadway or here in West Knoxville on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi. It's Broadway Carpets, our new podcast sponsor. Appreciate those guys for jumping in with us as we're rolling out a couple of new sponsors this week here on The Drive, in addition to some new shows, new co-hosts, a lot of new car smell here around Fan Run lately. It's good.
Definitely fast-moving train right now. There's a lot going on, a lot of momentum.
Hop on board. Beep, beep.
Trains don't typically.
No. Well, you have to call. See, Bob, if this is how it's going to be, you're going to call attention to every one of my mistakes.
Beep, beep. I mean,
I'm here for it.
Never heard a
It's
train
about
make
damn
that.
time somebody started.
It's like a mini bike, not a
Checking
train.
you.
What is the train? Woo woo.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo.
No, just stopped at the first one.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
that
was
was all right.
strangling a rooster there.
Yeah.
New quarterback, Joey Aguilar, makes his debut to much fanfare. Let's go around the room here and get some grades for our new quarterback, Joey Aguilar. I think, as I said earlier, I think we can all agree that he passed, but let's get surgical here. What do we?
Macro?
A+, B-, C. You know what? We had to dial in here. What would you say?
I think I have a bit of a blended grade, to be honest with you. I think that first half, I would say very solid A, maybe not A+, because there were still a few that got away from him, I felt. But very solid A. Second half, maybe kind of a B, so that blends to me like a B+, A- range. Still good. I mean, again, given the circumstance we went through last year, it's a great start. And for all the talk, I'm guilty of it just like everyone else of, oh, this guy threw the ball away a lot at App State and everything else. No interceptions in game 1. Had that fumble, but I will take that performance. I was quite happy with it. Like I said, probably for me like an A- to B+ range.
And I wish Bob had been my physics teacher.
Why is that?
I'd have gotten a lot better
A little
grade.
forgiving.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say?
I mean, overall, a B-.
Tough crowd.
Thought it was.
I thought I was going to be pilloried. I'm going B+, and I thought people would be jumping all over me saying
I'm very close to. I was real close. If a huge chunk of his yards was in that one throw.
Here's what I want to know: is
he had a bunch of drops?
The turnover, the fumble. Like, is that on Joey or is that on Star?
Yeah,
I don't know that we know that.
I think it's a yes kind of a deal. It's on both.
I mean, I don't even know. I went back and rewatched it, and I still don't know. Are we trying to hand it off? Is that a fake? Like, I don't know what Joey's trying to do. I don't know what Star's trying to do. That's something's got to get cleaned up, because if we're going to beat Georgia here in 2 weeks,
can't turn the ball.
No, yeah, we got to play perfect.
Yeah, and you also can't have. I mean, also Joey's not culpable on Brazel's drop right across the middle, which likely would have been a touchdown. I mean, he had open space in front of him, and the ball couldn't have been delivered any better. So I look at it, I'm taking it with the reason I gave the grade I gave is 100 days this guy's been with the program. 100 days. This isn't a guy that came in early like his predecessor and just dug into the system. I think I think it can go upwards from there. I don't know about Georgia. We'll have to see. But I felt like it exceeded my expectations because I think a lot of people were expecting the worst. Once Heupel said in his press conference on Wednesday that he felt a level of confidence with Joey, and you would sit there and think, okay, he's his coach. He's got to say that. But I mean, by Heupel terms, he was pretty effusive about it. So when I heard that, I was like, I think we're going to be okay with him.
Yeah, I'm going B+. I thought he did very well. I think the best thing he did was just manage the game. I mean, he looked confident and in command. He had an air of authority about him. I thought that was impressive. And again, I know Syracuse was not a great defensive team last year, and probably not going to be a great defensive team this year. Still an ACC opponent, man. They've got solid athletes on that side of the ball, and Joey never looked rattled, which is big to me. Yep. I mean, I think that both Joe and Nico the past 2 years looked rattled at times. Haven't seen that from Joey yet. We'll see what happens going forward as the level of competition increases. But, I think there's a lot of people that will give him an A. I just come back to I'm gonna grade hard, man, because we are at the point now in year 5 under Heupel with a couple of 10-win seasons and a playoff appearance where the standard should be high. The standard should be excellence. So if this were year 1 under Heupel or another coach from years past, we don't have to get into the specifics. I probably would say that was an A performance. We scored 45 points, 38 offensive points. I hold Heupel and this program to a high standard now, and that's where we should be, in my opinion, if we're going to continue forcing the issue, trying to battle our way into the Texases and Ohio States of the world.
I might be, after hearing all you got, maybe a B, a solid B, well above average, but he didn't use all the tools and all the weapons in the arsenal. Didn't get utilized. In the second half, like Bob said, the second half was the second half. We didn't look real sharp at times.
I did like he rushed for I think 36 yards, 34 yards.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt that it was running at the right time. You know what I mean? Not out of desperation. Again, I felt like we've seen a lot of that the last couple of years.
They had one, man. I was wondering if you noticed it. It was just a really dumb play. I hope they don't call it again. It was a 3rd and 4. Either it was a busted play. Surely they didn't mean to just run him out there on basically like a sweep.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the play where he thought he was going to end up being hurt.
Yeah.
Like he landed on his shoulder funky.
The touchdown pass to Star Thomas, did that feel like a broken play to you?
No. I thought he just moved.
Like a broken no, I didn't get that.
I didn't feel like that was the play. Is my point. I'm not saying.
Well, it was obviously it was a improvisation, and he had to step up. I thought Hurd did a nice job of just moving his guy behind Joey. He did a great job of and again, we're going to do this. It's comparison to Nico. Last year, Nico just takes off. Yeah. And he probably gains a few yards, but he doesn't score. And Joey just kind of drifted and kept the play alive, invited the defenders to come to him, and then just put it where only Starr could. I thought that was his best play by far, even more so than the deep ball to Staley. I thought that was his best moment.
I liked that. I love the design. It was clearly a design play to Kitzelman to kind of put the game out of reach too. I thought that was a really nice.
I've still not seen that one.
Neither have I. I do my rewatch
because of the. Yeah, I know
I do my rewatch last night, and I'm only through the first half, so hopefully I can finally see the final play.
It's the
final sequence.
It's nice.
It's nice, and it's kind of one of those again. He kind of put the ball just in a place where it wasn't in harm's way, man. It's just refreshing.
Well, we can circle back to, because I'm curious about, I want to talk about wrinkles.
A little lotion, maybe some skincare routine.
No, did we see any?
Oh, my bad. Stay with us. Hour number 2 will begin with Walker Smith and the top 4 at 4 when we continue. It's The Drive on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive.
Are you ready to make your dream home a reality? Hi, I'm Bo Kregner, and here at the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, we know that finding the perfect home is more than just a transaction. It's about finding your sanctuary, your future, your happiness. Our team is dedicated to guiding you every step of the way, ensuring a smooth and stress-free journey towards home ownership. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, we're here to help. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or just visit us online at bonoshouses.com.
Are you tired of trying to squeeze your dental appointments in on your lunch break or before you go to work? Here at Knoxville Smiles, we're all about making going to the dentist easier. That's why we're now open until 7 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. To take advantage of our new evening hours, make your appointment now at knoxvillesmiles.com or just call us at 865-539-1776. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by Pitmaster Mark Rickard, the barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. In football and life, you need a solid defense to protect what matters most. That's where Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee comes in. Score peace of mind with Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. They're your line of defense. FBITN.com.
This is Baseball VFL Cody Brown. Farm Bureau Insurance is the official insurance of the Tennessee Vols. I'm here to be that line of defense for all your insurance needs. Give me a call at 865-992-3871 and go Vols.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340. WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway, and the top 4 at 4 this afternoon, brought to you by the Griffin Law Firm. Walker Smith, what do you got?
Thank you. At number 1, Joey Aguilar in Tennessee started the 2025 season with a great performance, beating Syracuse 45-26 on Saturday in the Aflac kickoff game. Aguilar went 16 for 28 with 247 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Vols also rushed for 204 48 yards as a team.
Running the football, man, it's what we do. A three-headed monster this year at running back and an offensive line that will only get better once we add our five-star freshman David Sanders to the mix.
Yeah, it was a late scratch. I was a little worried about the O-line going into it with him, but, I mean, they stood up pretty well. Didn't give up a sack on the day, and it seemed like Joey had plenty of time.
Picked a click, acquitted himself quite well, young Sam Pendleton.
Your guy.
I saw where he drew the attention of Cole Kubelik for one of his pancakes.
Yeah, Cole, that's usually a pretty good sign on Sunday night and Monday morning when Cole Kubelik starts putting out his tweets, his films.
Yeah, he took a guy took it to the edge. Whereas a lot of offensive linemen, guys on the ground, you probably just knock them over, going about your business. Not Sammy Boy. Sammy Boy's going to get his money's worth. He's going to jump on you and rub your nose. Yeah, put the heel of your hand up under the guy's face mask and make you think twice about whether or not you want to line back up against him next time.
At number 2, junior cornerback Ricky Gibson III will miss an, quote, extended period of time, Tennessee football coach Josh Heupel told the media. Heupel added that he was unclear exactly how much time Gibson would miss and didn't specify the nature of the injury. Heupel also noted that defensive tackle Jackson Moy will also be out this week.
I mean, this week there are certain players that you just put on the shelf. I wonder if Moy, if we were playing Georgia, could he wrap that thing up and go? There's no reason to force extra time to rest and recuperate and all that stuff. And obviously you don't want him to re-injure it against ETSU. So that's one thing. I wonder, how do you approach Brazel? If that knee's still bothering him. We got to see Travis Smith Saturday. We did not get to see Jackson. I'd imagine that there's a lot of guys that we didn't get to see Saturday that we'll get to see this Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, that's all I could think about with David Sanders, for example. I was like, I bet you if this was Georgia, he'd be playing. I really believe that. So,
yeah, I mean,
just pacing it, I guess.
At this point in your secondary with the corner situation think about it. McCoy and Gibson are out now. The two stalwarts of last year's team that we were depending on for this year, and they're both out. Hopefully we'll get them both back at some point. But, boy, I'd be careful at that position this weekend. Get McMurray and Hood their work, and then let's see some of the kids. Let's see some of the young guys. And if we give up some points to ETSU that we normally wouldn't give up, that's fine. But, man, let's make sure we have as close to a full quiver of arrows against the Bulldogs as we possibly can.
At number 3, lots of notable results around college football over the weekend. Number 3, Ohio State beat number 1, Texas 14-7 in a defensive struggle. LSU went into Clemson and beat the Tigers 17-10, and number 10, Miami upset Notre Dame at home last night. However, the biggest final score of the day came in Tallahassee, where unranked Florida State beat number 8 Alabama 31-17.
Hate it for the Tide. I hate to see
truly almost
bad things happen to people.
Mm.
I hate to see bad things happen to neighbors.
They're not handling it well at all.
Now, this we talked earlier. We're all saying
this will be an all-season hate watch.
This is an all-season hate
watch.
Oh
yeah,
it's not even a hate. I feel a lot of joy right now. I don't know about hate, Bob.
Do we? I mean, is it how bad is it? You could make the opinion that you lose at Tallahassee. Florida State, yeah, they took a step back last year, but that's still a good program with good players. I mean, is this a 6-6 for Bama?
No. I don't know, man. They didn't. Did you notice? I went back and watched after somebody said something about it. They were quitting on plays.
Oh, it's unbelievable, man.
Is it really stuff where Saban would have just gotten rid of guys?
Yes. I mean,
my good friend, I have a couple of Alabama friends, but one of my my best buddies, that was his takeaway, was just whipped up front, offensive and defensive lines not playing hard.
Yeah, there were a couple plays where they weren't, taking the proper angles on, trying to chase down players. I mean, they looked lifeless, man. And and I was one of the ones saying Thomas Castellanos, all the trash he was talking, I was like, my God, they are going to lay Florida State out. I mean, Thomas Castellanos was right, man.
He was.
It's crazy.
What a nice pickup for them, too.
Yeah.
Florida State will be interesting to watch this season. But they got Louisiana Monroe this week, and we'll know a lot about this extent of their issues on the 13th when Wisconsin comes to town, and then 2 weeks after that, they head to Georgia.
Yeah. Wow. That Wisconsin game's not going to be much of a test for them. I think Wisconsin is going to be very, very bad.
It's not. Yeah. This is not. This is. Luke Fickell may be on the hot seat at Wisconsin.
Could be. It's not looking great over there. I mean, they barely snuck by
Miami.
Miami, Ohio on Friday. I mean, they just didn't look good.
Well, they really didn't do Kirby any favors with the schedule, did they?
No.
Now Georgia's got a hell of a schedule.
Yeah. And at number 4, the 4th round of the U.S. Open rolls on in New York today with a couple of notable matchups. On the men's side, Felix Auger-Aliassime ousted Andrew Rublev to advance to the quarterfinals. Later, Jannik Sinner will take the court against Alexander Bublik. For the women, Iga Swiatek has already advanced to the quarters in straight sets, and a big match between Coco Gauff and Naomi Osaka has ended a short time ago, with Osaka beating Gauff in straight sets.
Those pronunciations.
I know. That's the only reason Walker wanted to do a tennis update, was just so he could show off right there. That was impressive. That was impressive.
He's almost too good at it.
Now go do California's Cal Berkeley's starting quarterback from the other night.
I still can't pronounce his name yet. And I watched a little bit of that game.
He's tough, man. True freshman.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be gone after this year.
Probably. Same as it John. Did John Mateer come from there, or is it someone else?
He was Washington State.
What was the quarterback that came from Berkeley?
Mendoza.
Went
that's
to
right. Indiana.
Yeah.
Thank you, Walker. That is the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. Shout out to all the Armed Forces members listening to the program this afternoon. We appreciate you so much, and remind you, if you find yourself in need of a military attorney, call our friends at the Griffin Law Firm. VFL Marshall Griffin and his staff will take great care of you and make your problem their problem. Give them a call anytime for a free consultation. Doesn't cost anything. 888-707-4282 is the number. And, of course, the website, just remember, griffinlawdefense.com. That's griffinlawdefense.com. If you are an employee of a federal administrative agency, and not just military, you work for the DOE, the FBI, the FCC, the DOD, and you have been subject to adverse action, you find yourself in a hostile situation at work, you're being discriminated against, anything like that, Griffin Law can help. A lot of people don't even realize they have legal recourse sometimes. Check out griffinlawdefense.com. Call them, get that free consultation. Tell them we sent you. They'll take extra good care of Fan Run listeners. A couple of other things coming out of the weekend here. Colton Hood and Braylon Staley getting individual honors. Colton Hood is the SEC Co-Defensive Player of the Week, and Braylon Staley is your SEC Freshman of the Week. Jackson Arnold and Garrett Nussmeier, the co-offensive players of the week.
I'll tell you what, LSU, they look really good.
Yeah.
I think Nussmeier.
Think so?
I think they looked really good. That defense, if that defense is good.
Questionable calls by Kelly in the first half, but I agree with Walker. Second half, man, they looked strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I thought Clemson was going to be able to hold serve there at home, but I mean,
I just don't.
I'm withholding judgment.
Me too. I think that Klubnik, I've just never been a believer in him.
Nope.
And Nussmeier he's just, I don't know what it is. I know he threw for 4,000 yards last year. I know he's a trendy pick as a first round, or maybe first overall, like trendy first round quarterback pick. I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Like there's just little things that he does sometimes that I'm like, man, a surefire pro would not make that play, not make that throw.
Yeah, it's a lot for me to say that LSU impressed me. I'm not a big fan. Their openers, I would hate watch those because I'm not a big Brian Kelly fan. But I thought they looked good. I thought
their defense looks improved.
Yeah, man. I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I found myself torn between wanting to see LSU keep the first game streak going and just not wanting to see anything good happen for Dabo.
Yeah,
because that's a little sick thing I have in my. I like to see.
I do as
Dabo
well.
struggle.
Out of the teams, I was going to bounce this off you guys. Out of the teams that lost this weekend, I mean, and we're talking about, the high profile losses. So Alabama fits that mold. Who had the most costly loss?
Costly?
Certainly Bama.
I would throw Notre Dame in that hat just because now there's no room for error for the rest of their schedule.
Yeah, it hurt them last year.
It did. That's but they didn't lose another game last year until they got to the playoff.
Yeah. I think it's Clemson too. If you look at Clemson's schedule, it's
nothing.
It's not great.
Do they have both Miami and Florida State?
I don't think they. No, I don't.
I mean,
think
there's
either of them.
Clemson is still in the super duper early week one. Andy Staples bracketology. Clemson's still coming. I'll tell you, who's nowhere to be found is Alabama.
I just think Clemson will have to win out. Alabama, in theory, has opportunities. I don't think they're going to cash in on them based on what we're seeing. But, Clemson does not. They don't have the same amount of opportunities. So I think they're the one that was punished the most. Notre Dame is Notre Dame. So you're right, Walker. If they just go and win, they're probably going to be fine. I don't know. It's because I think everybody's first inclination is to say Alabama, and I'm like, at face value, I'm not sure I buy that. If Alabama could somehow turn it around, they've got all sorts of big games in front of them, but they could just as easily be 8-4, and we know what that's going to mean.
I think that Utah team looked like they might be a playoff team.
Kyle Whittingham, man. Yeah. Kyle Whittingham he's a wizard.
Brought in that Devin Dampier from New Mexico and brought in their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, that's a trend now to bring you hire the Washington State did that with Cam Ward and his coach from Incarnate Ward.
Pavia,
the New Mexico, like he comes to Vanderbilt. Mateer,
yep.
He went to Oklahoma with a coach from Washington State, right?
Yeah, Arbuckle. Yeah.
That's a sly thing, especially for a defensive-minded head coach.
Yeah,
Clark Lee, the guy at Oklahoma. Like you bring in Venables, you bring in the offensive guy and the quarterback.
Now, and of course, the competition's light, but Mateer had a nice opener, like 390 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Oklahoma might have some offense this year.
Let's get a call from Rusty. Rusty, you're on the drive, Fan Run Radio.
Thanks, fellas. 3, I guess, quick things. One, the great Jordan Moore sent this over. All credit due to him because he's the best at finding this stuff. Aguilar started out in the first quarter, went 5 of 13 completions. But the final 3 quarters, he went 11 of 15. Might have been a little juice there in that first quarter, a lot of adrenaline and whatnot going. Having accuracy might not be as great as it was, but really, really stepped it up as the game went on.
Interesting. Yeah. We talked about this Saturday. Some of those throws were a little bit off from Aguilar in the first quarter, but there are also a couple that hit receivers in the hands. And if Ethan Davis, Mike Matthews are who we hope they are, hit you in the hands, you got to catch it. It's the SEC, buddy.
Right.
Like, come on. They're not all going to be right in the breadbasket.
No, they're not all.
Yeah. The third down throw into the end zone on the first drive before the field goal to Brazil, when he had one-on-one and a huge height advantage. You'd like to see Joey just throw that ball up and let Brazil jump for it, but he kind of threw it on a line. I thought that was probably the worst throw of the quarter, that people are talking about some high throws, but I thought throwing that flat and deep, where, Brazil had to make a circus catch isn't the way to throw that ball. I thought that was the only bad one, but overall, thought he was really, really fantastic. You guys were talking about, was that a broken play on the touchdown pass to Star Smith or whatever? It's a scramble drill play. It's a off script play. And would you guys believe this? That is the first touchdown thrown by a Tennessee Vols quarterback off script under Josh Heupel since Joe Milton late in the game against Bowling Green, the first game of the Josh Heupel era. We have had no time where a quarterback scrambled since then, broke the pocket, guys weren't running their traditional route, and they kind of created something out of nowhere that ended up in a touchdown pass.
Well, I mean, this guy's 25 years old. He's played a lot of football. We'll see. The early returns are promising. What grade would you give him, Rusty?
A- probably. He could have been better early on. The fumble was definitely him. It was supposed to be a tight end delay where he's just play faking the handoff and pulling it, and then Kitzelman shows block and then slips and he dumps it to him, and he banged it off of the belly too hard, off Star's stomach too hard. That right, missing those early throws and then the fumble would drop it down to an A-, but way better than any quarterback play. And the offense operated way better than any quarterback operated at the last two seasons, without a doubt, after 100 days of being on campus.
That's you're getting me pumped up, Rusty.
Now that doesn't mean
the feel goods.
It's going to be all. It might not be all roses and whatnot down the stretch, but the signs are the competency at quarterbacks better, and that scramble thing that I was talking about. The off script throws aren't really something that happens in Heupel's offense traditionally.
Yeah,
everything is really, really
real
solid.
Quick.
So
yeah.
It wasn't that Hooker didn't do it because he wasn't good, or Milton didn't do it, or even Nico didn't do it. It was just those don't really present themselves very often in Heupel's offense because he's so good at scripting you stuff. So anyway, great first weekend. Hope Moy is healthy very, very soon, and hope Gibson gets better soon. And I think that's going to be more like half a season for Gibson. But anyway, all signs point to the team's probably as good as last year. Does the results record-wise end up the same? We'll see.
Good stuff, Rusty. Appreciate the phone call, my man. If Gibson is out until halfway through the season, McCoy too, boy, Willie Martinez is really going to be earning that paycheck this year, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best freshman. I feel like this is the best a freshman class has looked since Heupel's been here. Guys actually making plays in games.
Ty Redmond looked good. Now, that being said, I don't want him starting out on the edge against Georgia.
No, that'd probably be a bad idea.
I mean, Hood and McMurray, we're going to miss Gibson and McCoy, but
Georgia's got that kid that's for real on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Branch.
You talking about Zachariah Branch, right?
Yeah.
He was absolutely
he's special talent.
He was a killer on Saturday.
Should we roll through the Tennessee diaspora when we continue? I saw Squirrel White making a big play. Jacoby Thomas, the missile from middle, was everywhere last night. Obviously, Nico. See a lot of guys. There was what I'm watching Cincinnati or Louisville play, and it's Christian Harrison.
Wow,
shows up.
I'd forgotten all about him.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, wait, that name rings a bell. Oh yeah, he played for us last year.
Did you see? My guy Jack DeLongchamps? He's doing college football this year, and he was in Tallahassee for the Alabama game, and he got some video of Squirrel doing the big balls dance.
I'm not familiar with that. Could you demonstrate for us?
Nah, maybe in a break.
We're on TV. Could you?
Nah, it's okay.
Just a couple of.
It's like the major league thing where the guy is he round
Tanaka.
Tanaka.
Yeah.
You ain't got no marbles.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Do it, Russ.
No marbles.
That was it. That was
big
it.
balls dance. See?
Yeah. It's easy, Bob.
I can't do it on day one, man. That's just
You gotta work
and what
up
you
to
guys
it.
say that the mid-state missile still doing hits for
I thought he looked good. That's a guy I wish hadn't left.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, if you could have kept one of the transfers, would he be it?
One of the guys that left?
Yeah.
Because
I don't think we can say that about Nico anymore, man.
I don't know.
Did we lose a defensive tackle or a corner? I mean, maybe Christian Harrison is playing on this year's team.
I think he's it, man. We've got the running backs. We haven't missed a beat there. We haven't even talked about that group yet.
Yeah, we'll get to them, I'm sure.
Charlie Browder, tight end.
we're short a defensive line. We are short a 6'4", 300-pound junkyard dog right now.
We're missing old what's his name? The kid that wore the single digits and Garner made Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah Simmons.
Simmons, yeah.
Amar
Norman Lott.
Oh,
that was a lot. Omari and Norman Lott were huge losses.
Yes.
Yeah.
It keeps the middle of that defensive line all clogged up.
Well, and we are missing Dave and Hobbs in a bad way right now. Hobbs and Moy are tough, man. I mean, it's the spine of your defense up there. It's, if I'm Georgia and I'm looking ahead to that, I'm like, whew, we're going to line up in the I formation and run right at them.
Mm-hmm.
Quick timeout. The drive continues. 865-966-3435. Your number to get on the show, 966-3435. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing.
Permanent member of the team. This is like the Hotel California, this show, Bob. You can check out anytime you like. but you can never leave.
You know, when I left the house today, I said to my wife, I was like, I'm off. Pray for me.
Pray for you. You're in good hands, Bob.
No, I know.
Everybody needs prayers.
That's all. Just saying, pray for a good show.
We are live today at the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Appreciate White Claw for all their support of all things Fan Run through the years. Labor Day, great day to crack open a few White Claws. All the different flavors. I'm a big fresh watermelon guy. Sweet tangerine is also good. Each can a wave of pure refreshment. White Claw Hard Seltzer made pure. It is Overreaction Monday on the show. We do this every Monday during football season. For the uninitiated, we have no guests scheduled. We have no specialty segments other than our North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week, which is coming up here in about an hour. It's wall-to-wall, y'all. Take as many phone calls as we possibly can. Got lines available right now. If you want to jump in, give us a holler. 865-966-3435, 966-3435, your number to jump on board. Breaking down Tennessee's season opening victory over Syracuse, 45-26. How impressive was it? What grade would you give our new quarterback, Joey Aguilar? So far, a lot of B pluses, a lot of A's. People very excited about what we saw Saturday from the Volunteers. Not as excited about the injuries. That is kind of the bummer coming out of it. Jackson Moy out this week against ETSU. Heupel said today at his weekly press conference he hopes to have him back quickly. Ricky Gibson also going to be out for a, quote, extended period of time. So 2 starters lost on the defense. And, you know, Bob, as I'm going back and rewatching the game yesterday, like, you give up 26 points. That's more than any of us anticipated Syracuse scoring. I think you give, first of all, them some credit. I thought Angeli was better than I thought he would be. I also think that Tim Banks is doing what he did last year. A change he made last year was he's going to rotate more guys. He's going to play more players at all levels of the defense, and there are going to be some growing pains with that. And I noticed Syracuse's first touchdown drive, a lot of backups.
Yeah.
A lot of backups in there. Caleb Beasley's in there. I saw Ben Bolton, a walk-on linebacker at one point. It looks like he's going to play a lot for Tennessee this year. Backup corners, backup defensive linemen. And, you know, you get in the red zone and you're thinking, okay, well, put Josephs in. Put Aaron Carter back in there. He didn't do that. He let those guys play. And this is the gamble that last year it paid off. It was like those guys developed and played well by the end of the year. We'll see. I mean, I think my point is Tennessee probably could have held Syracuse to 14 points if we really wanted to. But Tim Banks is committed to playing these young players and getting them experience.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what kind of conversations Josh and Banks have, you know, from the standpoint. It's kind of like collateral damage is what you're getting at. And I get it. It's tough, though. You know, I nowhere in my mind did I imagine that Syracuse was going to score 26 points in this game. I figured it'd be a lot less. I agree. I think Angeli showed a little more than I was expecting, but at the same time, I think it is what you said too. I mean, it's Banks is out there doing a bit of experimentation. Better be doing it now than, you know, you obviously we've talked about it. You've got to come in fully loaded and stick to your plan when you play like a Georgia in less than 2 weeks, because that's just going to be such a handful.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be, I think we're going to continue to see that, and especially this week against an outmanned opponent. I think there's going to be, you're going to have your roster ready, because there's going to be like a lot of who's that guy in there? And that'll be by design, obviously.
Yeah. I wonder how long Joey stays in, though.
Great question.
Just from the standpoint of, again, the guy needs reps.
Yep.
But you won't need him in there for a full game.
I think he definitely plays the whole first half.
Yeah, I could see him maybe even playing a third quarter. Yeah. Honestly,
at least coming out and doing the opening.
Heupel used to do that a lot with Hooker and even Milton, as I recall, because we would get mad at him. It's like we want to see Nico in 2023. And Heupel, I think you've made the comment once, it's important to him to let the starter come back the first series or two of the third quarter because there's adjustments that they make, and he wants to have them have that experience of, hey, coaches are telling you we're going to change this up at halftime, and then taking that out to the field and seeing it. So I could see this might run it up on ETSU a little bit, but yeah, I mean, as long as he's not taking shots, I have no problem with him being out there a little bit in the third quarter, because honest truth is, Bob, if for some reason we're playing Merklinger against Georgia or SEC, I mean, at that point it's different conversation anyway.
Does it even really matter?
Yeah. Jeremy on the text box says Phil needs to call in and bring y'all down off that Syracuse high.
He could do it, man. He could absolutely do it.
Well, I don't know what y'all talking about. Joey Aguilar, as far as I see, I give him a C-.
Shout out to everybody that came out to see us Friday at Casual Pint. You mentioned Phil. Phil's strangely popular with a lot of listeners, even being negative. I'm always surprised at how much people, I don't know, the negativity gets to me at times. I don't know about you guys.
It can be a lot.
He's negative?
Sometimes.
Just a little bit.
Texter says, if David Sanders moves back into the lineup in the O line, the OL offensive line, who is man enough to tell Big Sham that he's out of the lineup? He played really good. Make him mad and put him in at DT.
Boy, those were the days, weren't they? You'd see a move that.
Well, here and again, getting back to, because it's really about preparing for Georgia right now. We have an opportunity in 2 weeks to shock the world and make a statement. Do you switch the offense line? Like, how much of a priority is it to get David Sanders back after how good we saw the offensive line play Saturday?
I think you still want him back ASAP. Yeah.
I don't want his first reps to be against Georgia.
Well, no.
I don't know what his quote unquote upper body injury was. I think I saw somebody refer to it as a stinger.
Yeah, I kept hearing stinger, and he was supposedly still tingly.
He's one I could see maybe going a quarter against ETSU, though. Just get him out there, but don't risk, aggravating the injury, but get him some run before that Georgia game. I agree with you, Russ. We don't want to see him make his debut against Georgia.
No, you imagine going from your last game you played was in high school to you're playing the Georgia Bulldogs.
Well, just for the sake of argument, like say it is still stinging or whatever, and like, you don't want to throw him out there against ETSU. You don't want to have him re-aggravate something. At that point,
do you hold him out till after Georgia?
That's what I'm asking.
I think that would be more of a medical thing. Because what you definitely don't want to do is,
well, you're the doctor. You tell me.
Bring him back too soon, and this end up being a long term, just a nagging thing. I've always heard it's one of those things. I feel like once you start getting these you're a guy known for getting stingers. You'll always
stinger
be
guy.
Yeah, you're a stinger guy.
Is that a thing? Can you be stinger guy?
I'm just picturing.
Make more prone to.
Picture a bear in scrubs right now. Talking about all this stuff.
He's an expert.
Might be surprised.
Got the skull cap on.
I could do it.
Scalpel.
There's a whole gross anatomy classes that weirded me out.
I need 40 cc's of Smirnoff stat.
Damn Skippy. But nah, I don't know, man. It's not like he's got when it's something like that, it's nerve related. What do you do? Just wait till it's better, I guess.
Texter says the real O-line question is when David Sanders returns to the starting lineup, who will helm the PAT lay down lineman on quick TD strike? Well, that was Bennett Warren.
It was.
And I thought he played that role perfectly.
Perfection.
Yeah. I mean, he was laying still. Like, I was like, do we need to hit him with the paddles right now? My man's not breathing. Somebody get out there.
He was like a young Laurence Olivier.
I mean, most of those guys are out like writhing around a little bit. He was just laying flat on his back, not moving an inch.
Yeah. It was.
It definitely added a dimension of like, oh my God.
It was perfectly
What's
executed.
happened to this kid?
You know what wasn't perfectly executed, and I'm sure you guys talked about it Saturday, when the two Syracuse guys went down at the same time to do that.
God.
That is not well executed.
Guys, we can't say a word about it. We did it too.
No, I agree. I got to tell you, though, I was, as I tend to do, I was monitoring a thread from this guy who joined us on my former show last week who covered Syracuse, and he was great. But I was watching his thread where he was just raising hell about us doing the flops. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And their fans were like, it cracks me up. It's like, this is again, keep in mind, a Big East school that went to the ACC. They were, what a bunch of classless players. And, and it's like, man, welcome to college football.
Syracuse needs to play Ole Miss.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you what, one thing that has changed so much about college football over the years is I remember being a kid and my dad taking me to the games and like somebody would get hurt and then an opposing player and like they would take the guy from Kentucky or Ole Miss or whoever we're playing.
Polite applause.
Yeah, and a polite round of applause for the injured player. And I remember like, why are they clapping? And Dad would like, it's just it's a nice thing to do. It's the polite thing to do. It's sportsmanship. Fast forward 40 years. Now we've got a guy, whether he's injured or not, the trainers are out there and we are booing him.
Yeah,
we're saying stuff.
He might have a separated shoulder. He might not be able to feel his legs. Boo! Get up, you beep! It's just.
I hope he never plays again. I hope he dies.
Hey, we had a little activity on the live chat over on YouTube TV.
Yes,
or not YouTube TV.
Love the YouTubers.
Fan Run TV on YouTube. B.S. Osborne graded the game. He said, overall, a great win by the Big Orange. Joey looked really good. O-line was stout. Running backs were excellent. Defense was opportunistic, but injuries hurt us. Vols will get better. Overall, a solid B to B+.
Agreed.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you should talk to Bear. Bear had he had
a
tougher
B-,
curve.
yeah.
And then Knox Stacks, I can't take this compliment. You guys can. I'm just joining today. Happy birthday to the Drive from Knox Stacks.
15 years old today.
Happy birthday.
And they said it wouldn't last.
I'm in my 10th year on the show.
The haters are fuming.
It's been a long 10 years. I'm like the only person that can deal with you long term.
It's true.
Just embrace the codependency. Welcome aboard, Bob.
Thank you.
Hopefully you're going to class to join up a little bit.
Not difficult.
I think that changed when I walked through the door.
True. 865-966-3435, your phone number. It is Overreaction Monday on the Drive. A couple lines available if you want to hop on. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back to wrap up hour number 2. Show flying by on this Labor Day. 865-966-3435. What do you think about it? Letter grade for Joey Aguilar in his first start, and how worried are you about these defensive injuries? News today that Tennessee going to be without Jackson Moy and Ricky Gibson for the foreseeable future. Stay tuned. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at bonoshouses.com.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik. And together we are the Cover Boys. And we cover college football like no one else.
Each week, we preview all the big games in college football, and we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
Hey Knoxville, this is Dr. Bree from Malone and Costa Dentistry at Knoxville Smiles. If the thought of going to the dentist fills you with fear and anxiety, then you'll be glad to know that we offer sedation services to all of our adult patients so that you can be calm and relaxed throughout your visit. To find out more, call us at 865-539-1776 and ask about our sedation procedures, or you can visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Rockies Giants today.
Really? Is that going on now or getting ready to start?
I don't know. A texter alerted us to that in the text box, and I'll be honest, I just sort of let baseball go last week.
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely still watch.
Your team's in it. Like, you don't have an excuse. Like, my team sucks.
We ain't going nowhere. We got the damn Aaron Boone's our manager. He'll screw it up. Go ahead, Aaron. Bullpen. I don't know. Are you guys officially out of it now?
I actually looked at, as of yesterday, there was a 0.1% chance of the Braves making the postseason. So you're telling me there's a chance?
I'm surprised you're not playing the chant.
Didn't the Braves have a good
baby.
August?
We're back. We're back, baby.
So I thought they had a good August.
This is not for Florida State. No, they tailed off.
I haven't watched
19-4 the other night.
4-6 of the last 10.
I did see the guy run head first
into
the scoreboard yesterday.
Huh?
You heard me. It's been kind of I've felt bad for you this summer. This is one of Bob, this is one of Russell's favorite little show toys.
What?
But he hadn't been able to use it this year because of the Braves.
No, I can't hear you. Shop's playing.
I've got, well, Bear, when we've got winners we follow, I know your team's frustrating you, but
we just can't get any hardware, man. It's unacceptable.
Who's your baseball team, Bob?
That'd be Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh, my God. A bunch of front runners, Bob and Bear.
I grew up with the Dodgers, loving them.
Sure.
Got to live in L.A. and root for them in person a lot.
Probably is nice to be able to root for Shohei every day. It's not a bad way to live life.
It's not bad.
You got Ella De La Cruz. You aren't going to win anything.
Hey, listen, we still have a 4%
and the
chance.
pariah of all time in baseball. You got that too, Pete Rose.
Is no longer doing anything.
Bob, I got a question for you. Rolling out our new co-host, Bob Baskerville, welcoming him to the drive this afternoon. The first time as a full-fledged member of the show. For folks who don't know, you can Google Bob Baskerville. He has a long history in the broadcast medium, not just in radio, but specifically in TV. Bob has built things. He's run things. He knows the TV business better than just about anybody in town. So I say all that to ask you this, Bob. How does ESPN, ABC screw up the end of our game like that? And listen, I realize we are treading on the edge of hypocrisy here of Fan Run, pointing the finger of technical difficulties at anybody else. But they're ESPN, ABC. That's Mickey Mouse, man. How are Bear and Davey and I sitting here getting ready for voluntary reaction, just sweating out the last 2 minutes of that game, and all of a sudden it goes blank?
Technical difficulties.
Were you talking about when they did the switch and they joined the Alabama game?
Yeah, it looked like they were looking in on Bama first, and then they're going to come back and finish our game, but they never went back.
No, the announcers said, I heard it. They were, it's frustrating, but they, as far as they're concerned, they sent the message out. They showed some video from Tallahassee, and they said, we're going to be joining Alabama, Florida State here in a moment. We'll be moving Tennessee, Syracuse over to ESPNU. And so they did say it, but then that was it. They didn't have any graphics telling you to go there or anything else on the screen.
I understand that for
said technical difficulties.
We did have something that said technical difficulties, but I get that for broadcast viewers. You're watching on Comcast or whatever at home, but we're watching in here on YouTube TV. You're watching a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shouldn't that finish?
No, not on YouTube TV. I mean, that's just a different delivery platform. I mean, it's no different than Comcast or anything else.
I mean, we're getting a stream of the main feed coming from the network, correct?
Correct. And they just moved it because they had already delayed the game, the start of the Alabama.
So we're
game.
watching ABC on YouTube TV. Like,
Correct.
It went away. We just had a screen that said technical.
So you weren't even seeing Alabama and Florida State.
No.
Well, that I can't speak to. I didn't see that because I made the move over to ESPNU to watch the finish of the Tennessee game.
I said at the time on Voluntary Reaction, Bob, I really don't mind them doing this. The game was just make sure real clear for us to know where to go to.
Yeah.
But by the same token, how many times have we watched Tennessee games start on especially basketball?
Basketball's the worst.
That's the one that really gets me, Walker.
They're going to have to figure something out with basketball because you're right. They're putting everything at a hard 2-hour threshold, and it's just not working. Yeah, it's not working.
No. ESPN there were a couple of rough patches yesterday. I don't know I'm sure none of you guys were staying up late to watch Arizona State, Northern Arizona. That kicked off at like 10 p.m. last night. The ESPN broadcast didn't show the entire second half of the second quarter, third quarter, and start of the fourth quarter.
Oh, wow.
It was just completely blank outside of commercials.
Let's go to the Fan Run breaking news desk this afternoon.
Oh, boy.
This is my first one.
Score update from Coors Field. The Giants lead the Rockies 3-0 after Drew Gilbert sends a 2-run shot off Chase Dolander high into the Denver sky.
Wow.
That's what I was getting ready to ask
Fall
you
on
guys.
Vol crime.
Yeah.
Let's go watch that clip.
You think, Gilbert, he's just going to smash it if he gets a chance. He really is. Smash! I'm trying to think. I keep forgetting. I'm wanting to ask you something. Oh.
Now, Gilbert and Dolander did not play together here, right? Gilbert was done.
I guess they didn't.
22, and then Dolander came in 23.
We know he knows Beck. Wasn't that his roommate?
Or were they on the same team?
I thought they overlapped. I thought they played one season together.
Okay. Were they on was that the 22 team that?
Yeah, because Dolander was here. Was he here 3 or 2?
2.
2. So he'd been here 22, 23.
And then he wasn't on the 4 team. Okay, yeah. So they did overlap.
Yeah,
the Vol on Vol crime, man.
Yeah, these things happen.
Do you think Gilbert, does he have the excessive bat flip and?
Probably.
Or is it like in?
I mean, if Gilbert's your buddy and he doesn't bat flip you in that situation, you stop him after the game. Hey, we cool?
Is it like soccer, Walker, and you score against your old team and you don't celebrate?
Just put your hands in the air. Respect. No celebration.
Not celebrating.
I bet there was a little smile back and forth between the two of them.
I don't think there was a smile from Dolander.
No, he got
probably not from Dolander, but I bet Gilbert might have stared him down for a second and be like, "Gotcha."
Well, Gilbert's going to smile.
Oh yeah,
he'd smack talk sister Mother Teresa.
You probably shouldn't. If you're Dolander, you should be competitive enough to not care or like shake that one off a little bit. But also, he's probably pissed. It would be fun if he just like gave Gilbert a little smile, just for the Vols, just for us, a little moment.
Texter wants to know how the injury to Ricky Gibson affects the Boo Carter situation. Did he play the other? Yeah, he played
a little bit. He made one tackle.
Oh, he
could have had a huge play.
He could have sealed it for us on that fourth down, and he didn't. But
it's okay.
I said this earlier today. I feel like
unless he is just completely still acting the fool behind, but I mean, if he's got his stuff together reasonably well, I feel like, he's been in the doghouse for over a month since camp opened up. If he's done enough, then man, Gibson's on the shelf, McCoy's on the shelf. I'm moving Jalen McMurray back out to corner where he played a lot last year and go ahead and rolling with Boo at the star position.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's going to be out of necessity, man. That's my whole point. If there's anything that was kind of a buzzkill for me from Saturday's win, it's how I was riding such a high on our defensive backfield situation towards the end of that game. But then now that we've heard what we've heard today about Ricky Gibson, I'm like, ooh.
The injuries were a sobering.
Well, they
bring you back down to earth a little bit.
Really, really quick. It's like every time we turn around, somebody was getting.
I mean, we saw him happen, but then you don't expect. Then on Monday, we hear Josh kind of like, no, he's going to be out for a while.
That's tough. Yeah, the Moy and Gibson injuries are tough. I got to think that some of that, Eason and Robinson rolling around. We had a couple of others. I got to think that some of that is buying our guys some time, and seemed to happen a lot when Syracuse got in the red zone.
Yeah, I agree.
They put in a rule change this year, and Davey explained it to us so the rule is if you stop, drop, and roll after the ball is set, it's you're going to be penalized, a timeout. I forget exactly what
timeout. If you don't have any timeouts, it's a 5-yard delay game penalty. Yeah. And I thought there was a third.
There's some other thing. But so what teams have started doing is what Syracuse did, and we did. Like, you just stopped, before the ball's set.
Yeah.
So they finally took some action to get it, and rather than like adjust or do the honorable thing and just get rid, the coaches have adjusted and say, well, we're just going to do it quicker now so that we can get our timeout.
Yeah.
That's how duplicitous these guys are,
including us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how many touchdowns did we have called back? Was it 2?
I don't know. I don't remember.
We had 1 for sure.
We had the 1.
Bishop had to score twice down there at the end of the first half.
That was that was off the Ethan Davis penalty.
What was the other one?
I'm trying to. For some reason, I thought there was another one.
I don't recall another one.
Then I can't. Then it must not have been. Maybe I was drinking or something.
We kind of surprised with Bishop. Pleasantly,
I told you this is what he was going to be.
No, I mean he's about what I thought. I'm surprised that we didn't see more from Peyton Lewis, and he didn't play poorly. What I'm surprised is as much as we saw to Star Thomas.
Yeah.
I thought all offseason, I thought we had a 2-headed monster, and I was having trouble seeing where Star Thomas's carries come from.
Yeah.
And if that's how it's going to go, we've got a legit 3-headed monster.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, that's good for the depth, and it looked good Saturday. I just wonder, is there going to be a situation at some point where you got to ride the hot hand? Is somebody going to emerge? We might not have a Dylan Sampson or even a Jalen Wright on this team, but part of me would feel better, and I thought it would be Peyton Lewis of the 3 to like step up and grab that job and say, I'm RB1.
They feel like different running backs to me, too.
Yeah,
I mean, Star has that kind of extra gear or twitch, I keep calling it, that I just never really seen much of him.
He's silky.
Yeah, and then Lewis is a bull, man. That touchdown he scored.
He's a bull, but they say he's the fastest guy on the team.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, he looks like, I feel like Peyton Lewis is going to be the home run hitter. He's the guy that I think could, bust one.
But
like Jalen Wright did.
Bishop was the workhorse still. I mean, in terms of, 126 yards total offense, caught a few passes.
Heupel trusts him. Word on the street is he didn't miss, unlike Boo, he missed no workouts, no meetings.
Have you seen him?
Which one?
No, nothing. Boo, Deshaun. Yeah, I saw it. We saw it. Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah, he's
changed his body, as they say.
It's crazy.
Changed his body in a good way, not like us.
No.
Our bodies are changing
poorly.
Yes.
I'll save it for the next hour. Another
Hold that thought
on the live chat.
Stay with us. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up. Walker's got your top 5 at 5 when we continue right after this.
The Drive.
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle your business. Our expert team can take care of your clothes, removing stains and wrinkles like they were never there. Whether it's your best suit or everyday attire, we handle it all at Crown Cleaners. Say goodbye to laundry stress and hello to extra free time. Crown Cleaners, Big Orange Country's imperial dry cleaning service since the 1960s. Online at crowncleaners.com.
Hungry for some mouth-watering barbecue? Then take the quick drive up I-75 to Rickard Ridge for some of the best barbecue you'll ever have. Fall off the bone, Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, and fresh hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has something for everyone. Located in Cove Lake State Park with a spectacular view of the Cumberland Mountains, Rickard Ridge. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Check out their full menu and catering options online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account, offering extra benefits including bank travel. Join us for a trip to Mackinac Island for a stay at the beautiful Grand Hotel. Travel with us to southern Utah to witness the enormous, colorful, and unusual rock formations. Or join us on one of our many day trips. We're always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on Fan Run Radio, 1340 AM, the free Fan Run app, and streaming live on YouTube on Fan Run TV.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Is that old tree in your yard starting to lean a little too much? Branches hanging over your roof? Don't wait until it's too late. Call ECR Total Landscapes today. At ECR Total Landscapes, we specialize in safe, professional tree removal, trimming, and storm damage cleanup. So if you've got trees that need to go, now is the time to give us a call. Plus, we're offering free stump grinding now through the end of the year when you use or mention promo code FANRUN. That's right, free stump grinding for Fan Run Radio listeners. At ECR Total Landscapes, we live up to our name by offering total landscape services. In addition to tree cutting, we also offer a wide range of landscape installation services and custom monthly maintenance packages that create stunning outdoor spaces tailored to your vision. Give us a call today to schedule a free estimate at 865-384-2012 or just visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
It's time for the Drive's Top 5 at 5.
I would say it's quitting time on your Monday, but it's Labor Day. Hopefully you've got the day off. Hour number 3 of the drive underway. Fan Run Radio, Russell Smith, Bob Baskerville, Bear, Walker Smith on the other side of the glass this afternoon. And it's Young Walker with the top 5 at 5, brought to you today by Knoxville Smiles. Walker, what do you got?
Thank you. At number 1, Joey Aguilar in Tennessee started the 2025 season with a great performance, beating Syracuse 45-26 on Saturday in the Aflac kickoff game. Aguilar went 16 for 28 with 247 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Vols also rushed for 248 yards as a team. By the way, I looked into it. It seems if you count catches and carries, Starr and Deshaun both had 13 touches. And Peyton only had 8 touches for 38 yards.
I sincerely hope it happens, but I doubt very seriously whether it will, that all 3 of these guys are not going to miss time at some point.
That's a good point.
It's a Southeastern Conference.
Yeah, it's a position you turn an ankle, something happens to a running back.
Get a little bang, his shoulder might get sore.
But we even had, I was surprised, we gave DeJuan Morris a series.
Yeah, he only got 2 carries, 2 yards, but yeah, he got some time early in the game. So true freshman running back we have.
So they're committed to playing all these guys and getting everybody an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how that plays out over the course of the season.
Yeah, and also I just think, similar to what Bob said at the end of the hour, these 3, they're all different. They kind of have their own ways of playing. And that's each one skill set is going to contribute depending on the matchup we go against. Like if you're looking for a bruiser to beat up a defense that you might need to, Deshaun Bishop's probably your guy. If a defense is susceptible to being gashed with quick, small running backs, your Peyton Lewis is your guy. Starr Thomas is your guy if teams aren't really good covering receivers out of the backfield. You just get all these different types of threats with these 3 guys.
See that right off the bat, man. Walker and I, we are aligned.
Just smart people.
That's
smart people saying smart things about sports.
Like-minded people, man. Yeah. I agree.
Are you saying something about the rest of us?
Baby bear.
Please continue.
At number 2, junior cornerback Ricky Gibson III will miss an extended period of time. Tennessee football coach Josh Heupel told the media Monday afternoon. Heupel added that he was unclear exactly how much time Gibson would miss and didn't specify the nature of the injury. Heupel also noted that defensive tackle Jackson Moy will be out this week as well.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely the negative coming out of the weekend is the injury bug jumps up and bites Tennessee in game 1. And
it does sound like Moyes is the less serious of the 2. And you've seen guys that'll put on those gigantic, like Rob Gronkowski style brace.
Yeah.
And still, hell,
that guy from Miami last night who caught that interception off the tipped ball.
Yeah.
He had those. Miami's got some dogs on that team.
He got turned. He got north and south quick, too.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
How about that C.J. Daniels catch?
Oh, it was incredible.
My God. It was jaw-dropping.
It was unreal.
Sick, as the kids say.
The jaw-dropping play.
Radical.
That's what kids said when I was a kid.
ESPN called it. Mahalona, wasn't it Mahalona played the whole year with a torn tricep? He didn't have a whole lot of strength in his arm, but I don't know. I don't want any of these guys to do anything that would jeopardize their future. But other than that, I hope they get back sooner rather than later.
Play for my team. I don't care what happens to you in the NFL. I'm just kidding. Jackson Moy, take care of yourself.
At number 3, Week 1 in college football concludes tonight as Bill Belichick makes his North Carolina debut in Chapel Hill against TCU. Kickoff is set for 8 p.m. on ESPN. TCU is a -3.5 point road favorite.
And if you want to get all the pregame, they're going to treat this like an awards show. Like ESPN's doing like a big blowout. They've got all sorts of talent coming on the show. And it's
for Belichick?
Yep.
Well, Belichick, he was an ESPN guy for a year.
Yeah.
I get it, but to me,
they're going to miss him on the Manning cast.
For sure.
He kind of got exposed once Brady went to Tampa Bay, I felt like. Emperor had no clothes.
Well, I'm curious to see, do you see the little social media video that North Carolina did where the guy goes to the dry cleaner to pick up, he's picking up a couple of jerseys for the players, but he also picks up a hoodie A little plastic
Nah, I
wrap,
haven't seen it.
UNC hoodie.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
What's the over-under on shots of Jordan that we'll see tonight?
I mean, will she be standing right there next to him with wearing a headset?
No.
I don't know. I mean,
she playing wide receiver? I mean, what's happening here?
She'll be in the box with the OC.
Yeah.
Just sitting right next to him, letting them know what play to call.
I'm sorry, we're not running that play.
No.
I'll be stunned if we don't see her at least once during the game.
Yeah, I'd say 1.5 times. Camera shows her.
Don't know where that'll be, but
I mean, who knows? Maybe ESPN does their guy a favor and kind of not show her at all, not talk about her at all.
He might. Ever since that situation blew up, I feel like we haven't seen or heard from her, and I wonder if he told her, "Is like, honey, look, you got to make yourself a little less visible." And maybe she's hiding out somewhere where the cameras don't know.
I don't know about that. Last week, she filed for a trademark on Gold Digger.
That's funny.
I missed that.
I didn't see that.
That'll get.
That's awesome. That's so on brand.
If I'm Bill, I really find that funny. If I'm Bill's kids, that's hysterical, sweetheart. Yes, thank you.
they said they did it together, that they went in on it together on owning that trademark. So he's playing along. He's no dummy.
No. At number 4, some news and notes from around the NFL. Steelers running back Jaylen Warren secured his future in Pittsburgh with a 2-year contract extension through 2027, which includes $12 million guaranteed. Also, the Dallas Cowboys agreed to a 4-year extension worth $92 million to cornerback Deron Bland. And elsewhere, new Green Bay Packers defensive end Micah Parsons has been dealing with an L4, L5 facet joint sprain in his back.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds painful.
It's in your 4th and 5th lumbar vertebrae.
Yep. He may receive an injection before Sunday's game against the Detroit Lions if needed to help him play. So he's still planning on playing.
You're getting, those injections, no fun.
No.
Do you just, you on WebMD a lot? Or
No, I've been incredibly reckless most of my life, and
he has seen every episode of ER.
That is true. Twice.
All of them.
Russell, twice. But the biggest reason, I've had incredibly bad luck and have been incredibly reckless.
It happens.
Yeah, I've had a lot of weird things happen to me.
I find your luck gets really bad when you're incredibly reckless.
There is a correlation there.
I find when you live
highly
healthily and
intoxicated.
safely, your luck increases. It gets better.
Intoxication can play a factor as well, Walker. Let it be a lesson to you.
It certainly can. Smashed! And at number 5, a Colorado county is distributing free ears of corn to a local residence after a semi-truck loaded up with the vegetables overturned on the highway and spilled its load. The truck had spilled its load of sweet corn, and many ears ended up littering the side of the roadway. Any undamaged corn from the crash was transported to the Wet Mountain Fire Protection District, where members of the public were invited to drop by and take the corn for free.
Free corn.
Free corn.
You big corn guy, Bear?
Love it.
What's your favorite form of corn?
My favorite form of corn right now, currently for about the past 6 months, they have got a damn cream corn. I'm going to give a little bit away for free here. A little bit, just a second. Damn Dead End Barbecue's got cream corn that'll rock your damn socks off.
We had a Dead End last night over at Mom's house. I
should have gotten the cream corn.
Yeah, we had the okra, the baked beans, which I wasn't as big a fan of, and the
They've
mac
got
and cheese,
pineapple.
which was stellar.
The pimento? Have the pimentos in it?
I don't know. I didn't realize that, but it was good.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah. I'm
that's
like
what
a
made it
bar
good.
still. I'm in there like once, twice a week.
All right, Walker. Thank you. That is the top 5 at 5. It's brought to you by our friends at Knoxville Smiles. That's where I go for all my dental work. I love Knoxville Smiles. I'm going to be in there on Wednesday, I believe, this week, recording some new commercials with the docs over there. And they're going to be telling you about some special offers they have coming up later this year. If you're thinking about getting your teeth whitened, I know they made a lot of advances in that realm the past couple of years, and might have a special offer for teeth whitening from Knoxville Smiles to report on later this week. Stay tuned for that. Anything you need dental-wise, routine dental cleanings, wisdom tooth removal, restorative procedures, they do it all at Knoxville Smiles. Give them a call today to set up your appointment. Tell them Fan Run sent you. 865-539-1776. That's 539-1776. Your number at Knoxville Smiles. They're online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. It's Overreaction Monday on the drive. Taking as many phone calls as we can this afternoon. 865-966-3435. Your number to get on board. 966-3435. If you want to chime in, we are on commitment watch. There's a lot of buzz earlier about Hezekiah Harris maybe officially flipping today from Auburn to Tennessee, 4-star edge rusher from Huntsville. That has not happened yet, but we've still got an hour. So we'll see. Sometimes these things take a while. Tristan Keys was rumored to flip like 5 or 6 times before he finally did it. So just if it doesn't happen today, don't panic. Don't panic. It could still
it's so hard for me to get used to the fact that we're almost to signing day, sort of. We're a lot closer to it than we were back in the old days. So I'm still having a hard time getting used to these kids flipping at this time of year.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee's class is largely done. I mean, you're just sort of fishing for flips at this point.
Going after big game.
Yeah, big game hunting and looking for a straggler. Maybe somebody pops up and breaks out his senior year that wasn't on your radar before that you go ahead and take a flyer on. The other thing is these coaching changes. You know, what happens if the Alabama thing blows up? What happens if Hugh Freeze gets forced out down at Auburn? If there's a coaching change at Florida? You're a guy like Josh Heupel. I mean, you're keeping tabs not only on who you're recruiting, but this is just the new age in college football, Bob. You're looking at everybody else where the coach is shaky, and if there's a change, you are ready to pounce on the 4 and 5 stars that are committed to your conference rivals.
It's true. It's sometimes I think that's part of the wrinkle of why Danny went and extended our guys too. I think that plays a role in it. You know, if it's not working out, then obviously that kind of makes this a moot point. But otherwise, if you're out there recruiting and your things are going pretty well, you can say, hey, and this coach is here, man. He's not going anywhere for a little while. So
we've had pretty good success rate on those Bama guys we've gotten in here.
Yeah, I would agree.
Kitselman and Kamara.
Got our North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week selection coming up momentarily. First, let's get back to the phones and talk to Phil. Good afternoon, Phil. You're on the drive.
What do you say, Debbie?
What's up, Philly?
How are the boys doing?
Doing well. How are you, sir?
I guess I have to eat crow. They look good.
It's very, very magnanimous of you, Phil. You were not exactly expecting a world-beating performance from the Volunteers. I don't know that we saw that, but it obviously exceeded what your paltry expectations were.
Yeah, and the offense exceeded my expectations, but the defense is kind of a question mark.
Well, they are now. I mean, there's a lot of there are depth concerns there, injury concerns, obviously. And, yeah, I mean, I think we talked about it last hour. Tim Banks is committed to playing backups, committed to playing younger players, to develop depth, to give guys rest, to keep players fresh for the fourth quarter. And that hurt us at times. There were some go back and watch the film. A lot of those drives that we gave up, there's a lot of backups in the game. So You're hoping that those guys improve and that they get better and can develop into starters next year and on down the road. But you're also hoping that when you do get into a tight game, be it against Georgia, Alabama, Florida, whoever, that the Josh Josephs, the Bryson Easons, the Arion Carters, the guys that we are dependent on will be fresh and can still play at a high level late in games.
Their recruiting class they got coming in for next year is pretty looks pretty stout, but I don't see a running back in the whole class.
In next year's class?
Yeah, is there a running back in that list?
Well, I mean, we put all our eggs in the Savion Hyder basket. So I think now you're going to look at, first of all, like who comes back off this year's team. Bishop, Lewis, DeJuan Morris have eligibility. And then it's like, do you go into the portal? Do you take a flyer on a guy? Yeah. Do you take, can you find another Star Thomas? I mean, so far that looks like a good find.
Yeah.
His pickups out of the portal have looked, between Colton Hood,
very
Star
solid,
Thomas.
Yeah. That cornerback's he looks like an all-SEC player.
Hopefully he'll be as nice a surprise as Jermod was when he came in.
Phil, just a minute. We have to go to the Fan Run breaking news desk. Very important.
It's a final now.
4-star edge rusher Hezekiah Harris has flipped his commitment from Auburn to the University of Tennessee. The top 100 recruit had been committed to Auburn since July of last year. He is no longer an Auburn Tiger.
That's a drop in the bucket compared to what they've done to us over the years.
How do you think Hugh Freeze responded to this news, Bob, when reached out on the golf course today?
Probably more worried about if he's going to lay up on a shot or something.
He was in between his 8 and 9 iron.
Exactly.
Heard the news and was like, I guess I'll go with the 9 and lay up.
So this is a kid out of, Jemison High School in Huntsville. It's weird to hear a Huntsville high school not named after a dead astronaut, but here we are.
Well, Tennessee's historically got players out of Alabama, and back in the old days, they got a lot of them out of Huntsville.
Joey Kent. Who else is Joey Kent, Jason Swain? Who else is out of there?
Aldridge Holloway came from Huntsville, Alabama, I think.
Well, there's a lot more UT fans than you would normally expect in an Alabama town or city. That, and it's kind of, there's so many people that aren't from Alabama that live in that city because of NASA and all the engineering stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to knock on Alabama, but I mean, come on, let's be honest. You don't think all those rocket scientists, Bob, are coming from the state of Alabama. No, they're coming from other states and countries. Those people are stupid. Complete idiots down there, Bob.
I agree. I'm not. It's a very good point, Bear. Very good point.
Bob.
Why do y'all rank Tennessee in the SEC now? I mean, who do you think's the best team in the SEC?
Georgia.
I've been saying, Phil, that I feel like Georgia's not been getting – I mean, this is crazy to say they're ranked top 5, but I feel like everybody's been talking preseason about the 2 teams that lost this weekend, Texas and Alabama. I think it's Georgia.
Oh, Kirby loves this.
Yeah.
Nobody respects us.
Exactly.
They all picked us to go 6-6, blah, blah, blah.
That defense still like borderline NFL level. And
how good is LSU?
I don't know.
I think they're really good.
Bob and Walker, you two think they're really good.
I think they're better than I thought they were going to be. Let's put
Me
it
and
that
Russ
way.
are withholding judgment if I remember correctly.
Guys, maybe I'm crazy here, but it is Overreaction Monday. I think we're pretty good.
We are pretty good.
I think we're pretty good, man.
SEC Mike put us at number 5, and he's usually pretty
behind who?
close.
LSU, Alabama.
Alabama was 15th.
In the SEC?
Yes.
Oh, SEC.
He brutalized
them.
him.
What are you doing?
We'll have to have him back
That's
on.
silly.
Texas?
No, Texas was down too. Georgia, LSU, I think
Ole Miss.
Maybe Ole Miss. Oh, he must have been smoking. He had Auburn number 4 in the
South Carolina. Don't they belong there somewhere?
Yeah,
they were right behind us at number 6.
Is this a power ranking or
Yeah.
just this is who's feeling good, like momentum wise?
Hey, ride the wave. I told you, Ross Dellinger from Yahoo did his top 10 nationally coming off week 1, has us number 4 nationally. And he said, he qualifies it. He goes, this is about, vibes based on what I saw this first weekend. He was just saying, he goes, I like Tennessee.
It's just Mike's is just his weekly power ranking. So it's LSU, Auburn, then Georgia. So I don't get that. Auburn at number 2 is stupid. Us at 4, Ole Miss, A&M, then Texas, Mississippi State. Yeah, Alabama all the way. They're sandwiched in between South Carolina and Kentucky.
SEC Mike, if you're listening, and I know you are, you, sir, are higher than Bear at Bonnaroo.
I was banging 7-gram rocks.
I heard that this weekend. That was a good line you got there.
Phil, did you see any highlights of Texas A&M?
No, I haven't. Did they look good?
They looked good, man.
Okay.
Marcel Reed, and then those receivers, Concepcion and Craver, both transfers. I mean, they played.
Concepcion's good.
Yeah, and they played Texas San Antonio, so it wasn't like a, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a total novice team that they played.
Is the Marcellus, is he out of the mid-state?
Yes.
And so's the quarterback at Mississippi State. Is that right?
Shapin? I don't know. Are you thinking of Van Buren?
I'm thinking whatever that kid was that played for him last year.
Against us? If it's Van
Well,
Buren.
Playing Notre Dame the week after next.
A&M does?
That'd be an interesting game. Are y'all concerned about our inability to get these guys back there? They just fair catch every punt, and it looked to me like they had plenty of running room every time.
No, I think they were told to fair catch it, honestly.
Probably. Thanks for bringing that up, Phil. I mean, that gets back to the Boo Carter situation.
Yeah.
Like, at what point do you just turn who's obviously your best guy at that?
You got to trust.
Throw him out there. And
I don't know that there's any situation of football game that requires more trust from the coaches than sending somebody back there to return punts.
So, I mean, would you rather just have a fair catch back there, or do you want to?
I'd rather secure the ball safe with the guy.
I roll the dice,
man.
The dice. I want the weapon.
One more thing, Bob. When's the Israeli guard going to be on campus?
It's a great question, man. I don't know.
I saw where he had good minutes for Israel against France.
He did. But if you're thinking what I'm thinking, Phil, we got to get him here, man. We got to start getting him integrated. It's September, you know? So, yeah, I'm hoping it's the next couple of weeks.
Ethan Berg, the Hasidic sensation.
He's got a big beard and everything.
Do they like Masamba?
What's that?
Do they like Masamba?
Yeah, I think they do. I'm worried about, can Masamba get in there? They like him, but you know how he is with young guys coming in, man. I don't know how much playing time he'll get.
I've heard they view him as they like him. The athleticism and potential is off the charts, but project.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
I'm looking forward to Terry.
I just hope we have somebody who can do some shooting in that two-guard position.
No doubt.
I'll get out of here. See you.
Thank you, Phil. Quick timeout. Tennessee gets another 4-star commitment. Hezekiah Harris flipping from Auburn to the Big Orange. More on that. Plus, we'll get our North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. When we continue, you're listening to The Drive on Fan Run Radio.
The Drive. You're locked onto Fan Run Radio. AM and online at fanrunradio.com.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
This is Coach Josh Heupel. In football and life, you need a solid defense to protect what matters most. That's where Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee comes in. Score peace of mind with Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. They're your line of defense.
At William Blunt, 5 catches for 140 yards and a tutty against Austin East.
Yep.
The Governors won that one 59-20.
Was at that game, called that game. It was
Running clock there in the second half?
Very much so. And Bird, guy was just wide
Bird
open.
is the word?
Bird was the word that night.
This is still so alien to me that Austin East can get beat like this. I guess you're a little bit younger than me. You might not remember the glory years, but
Hey, it was a 4-0 week for the Blount County schools. Willie Blunt won. Maryville and Alcoa won. Heritage
I saw
beat
that.
CAK.
I saw that.
Shout out to Joe Ossavet and the
Hate
Mountaineers.
to see that for CAK.
Truly
Truly horrible.
Cooper
loss.
Newman, quarterback at Sevier County, 18 of 24 passing, 264 yards, and 3 touchdowns in a 41-7 win over Jeff County. How about this name? Torrey Beaufort, wide receiver at Maryville. He outbundied my boys. 4 touchdowns in a single game. 7 catches for 208 yards.
Oh,
and
man.
Maryville's 48-7 win over West.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, they only scored once in the second half? They had mercy on you guys. They're calling it the Maryville Massacre, Russ.
Yeah.
It was much like Antietam.
And apt.
It's like Antietam.
Too soon.
Dead rebels everywhere.
Bloodiest. They're the rebels too.
Yeah, but they crushed you.
Yeah, that quarterback.
He had a perfect first half, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think he was perfect for the game. He was 12 of 12.
Oh, my God.
Well, y'all weren't really covering that one kid that's, the Beaufort kid.
Iverson Garcia, remember this name, legit D1 recruit for Powell. 8 tackles, 7 quarterback pressures as the Panthers get their first win of the season, 26-21 at Farragut Friday night. But this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week, we go out to Gibbs, Seth Sieber, 12 tackles, 5.5 sacks.
Nice.
4 TFLs and 1 pass broken up as the Eagles win a close one over Halls, 24-21, the final there. And Seth Sieber is this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Congratulations to all the winners over the weekend, even Maryville. Great week of high school football here in East Tennessee. And if you have any home exterior projects you've been working on, maybe you've got siding that needs to be replaced. Maybe you want new energy efficient windows and or doors. Anything on the outside of your house, you need to call my friends over at North Knox Siding and Windows, longtime supporters of the Drive and East Tennessee high school football. Now is the perfect time to schedule a free estimate with North Knox Siding and Windows. They even do roofs. So if you need an estimate, give them a call. 865-689-0505 is their phone number. Again, that's 689-0505. And as always, remind people, they come to anyway, West Knoxville, South Knox, East Knox, anywhere you are, they're there. Just because it's North Knox Siding Windows, don't let the name fool you. They are East Tennessee all over the place. Online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Are they right now, just because I was thinking about it because it's Drive's birthday, 15 years today, hooray. Are they the dean of active Drive sponsors now?
It's a good question. Maybe.
I think they've been with us for a long time.
Maybe. Shout out to Mike and Devin Smith, no relation. North Knox Siding and Windows. 865-966-3435 is your phone number. If you want to get on, it's an Overreaction Monday. All lines currently available for the first time this afternoon. If you want to jump in and chat with us about what we saw in Atlanta over the weekend, give us a shout now. 865-966-3435 is your phone number. You can call or text the show. We are getting ready for North Carolina, the Hoodies debut against TCU.
Hoodies and Huzzies.
Is that what we're calling this?
The hoodie and the Huzzy, yeah.
Okay.
mean, what am I supposed to say? She's what, 24, Walker? 24 years old.
Somebody's daughter, Bear.
She's going out with a dude that's like 10 to 20 years older than me and Bob. I mean,
I've got.
Could you imagine going out with a 24-year-old? I mean, just at our age, because we're pretty close.
Well, Bob and I both have daughters 17, 18.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to put myself. So that would be 6 years from now. I would be 51.
Yeah.
If my daughter brought home her 74-year-old
septuagenarian.
I believe I'd be tempted to beat that old man's ass, Bob.
Wow. It's a big wallet.
I'm just saying, like, would you? I don't know.
I'd like to talk ball with him if it was Belichick.
Talk some ball.
Belichick.
Come on in
to
here,
get his
coach.
SEC takes.
Yeah.
If he was, I feel like Bob would just he'd farm that out.
Yeah.
There's somebody like me that would actually.
So you're lusting over my young daughter, huh? Come on in here, Pops.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. It's weird.
I'd be like, how annoying was Brady really? Fill me in.
Bob just wants to hear about the Patriot way.
You have no problem with his wrinkly old ass all up over your young nubile daughter.
Yeah, I try not to.
You
think
just
about
don't
that.
think about that?
Yeah,
It's just a wild thing to say.
yeah. It's just
I mean, that's what I'd be thinking. What the hell are you doing, Gramps?
Yeah.
Get somebody go down to the nursing home and pick out someone your own age.
That's the kind of situation where even if you don't have a daughter, if your boys one of your boys calls up and said, "Hey, this creeped out 75-year-old man's getting up all over my dog, let's pick me up, let's go."
You're gonna walk your little girl down the aisle. Who gives this young lady away? And you're gonna look up the.
Bob's over there with a tablet looking at Bill Belichick. Can you tell me what you were thinking?
love is love, man. That's what they say.
He's watching film.
I'm just trying to figure out how you could have. That's just such a huge age gap.
It is.
What the hell?
It is.
Could they have in common?
Yeah, I mean, honest to God, and
we're
I'm not talking about the not suitable for work stuff. What do you do like in your hang time? Like they probably have very different tastes in movies, music. Everything.
I mean,
everything.
It's hard enough for those guys because if you're going to be as successful as he is, all they want to do is just sit, they eat, sleep, and breathe football 24/7.
Well, she's got another agenda. Clearly, I mean, she's got business ambitions,
bank account.
Yeah. So,
the hoodie and the huzzy.
Yeah.
The age gap is almost twice Walker's age. Imagine young Walker Smith, single. Young man right here. Imagine thinking that your bride-to-be hasn't been born yet.
I can't think.
I'm just sitting here imagining like one of our, the only women I know that, my mom's a little bit older than that, but like somebody that works at, some of the moms. And do you imagine one of our moms walking in here with some like Walker? Oh, he's taking me out.
I think Walker would make a great kept boy.
Be your stepdad, Russ?
Easy now.
Don't we have a caller or something?
I mean, maybe I don't know.
Welcome to the drive, buddy.
Maybe my next wife is finishing up her day at preschool right now. Let's get Roberto in here next. Roberto, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Hey, Russ. Hey, guys. As a kept man, I have to suggest that lifestyle is really nice. You laugh. You guys just see my wife, right?
You just have to have breakfast ready, and
I don't know. Been there for just
I'll
a minute.
be a house husband for the right amount of money.
A lot of extracurriculars, buddy, in that situation.
Fair enough. Thanks for saying that about my wife, Bear.
What about your wife?
So I do have a question. Well, that girl became a multi-decabillionaire or millionaire, right? With her properties that he bought her in New York City. She owns like $20 million in properties.
Oh, she
has worked.
She has worked the situation to her advantage flawlessly.
Yeah.
And all she has to do is let that tub
escort.
of goo nestle up to her. I mean, what?
No
Once or
chance
twice
to do
a night?
that. Just be seen in public, I think. Hey, Russ, you're calling our new commit. What are you calling his first name? Forgive me.
Is it Hezekiah?
I think it's Hezekiah.
I'm going to go Hezekiah as in King of Judah.
Yeah, I think it's Hezekiah. I agree with you.
Probably
Roberto.
Hezekiah.
Okay. Sorry, I don't want to have the pronunciation police on me. We know how this show's policy is on pronunciation.
I don't.
Well, I mean, my high school education is being devalued by every loss to a Blount County team. How did CAK lose? I just found that out to Heritage.
It's hysterically funny, isn't it?
It's so incredible. I feel awful for them.
Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. You know, we have two state titles to hold up. That's fine. We'll be good with it. Charlie High ain't walking through that door, though. Actually, is he?
The guy that coached you to him is the offensive coordinator now at my high school. I didn't realize he had Josh Smith. Yeah, it is.
He went and he coached after he left CAK. He went and coached the #1 player in America in Trey Smith in high school.
Jackson
and then
University.
He came back and bombed at Gray. It's so weird. CAK should go pay him an infinite amount of money and blessings to come back at this point.
I think he's got a better situation. He's offensive coordinator. He's probably incredibly well paid, and he doesn't have to deal with the politics of being a head coach in private school. I wouldn't want that.
That actually is probably true. You guys were commenting on the Marable quarterback too. That kid is legit. If he was 5 inches taller or 4 inches taller, I swear he'd be a legit Division I P4 prospect. He's a really good player. In that Alcoa game, he was, in my opinion, he was still the best player on the field, and without all of Alcoa's athletes. So take that for what it is, guys. What a weekend! Feels good. Russ, you said we might do. It's Overreaction Monday, right? And we might just be good. Like, I think we're really good. And there's an overreaction, but I think we're really good. Yes, is it Syracuse? Yes, does their defense suck? Yes. Also, Tennessee looked really competent in all three areas of football, and that's the first time under Heupel we can say that. We were not competent on offense last year.
In some games we weren't. I will give you that. We
were up and down. Yeah,
we got shut out in a couple of first halves. Shouldn't happen.
Well, but I mean, go back to a year ago this date, Roberto, and it was what was the conversation we were having about our offense after the first two games?
It's fair. It's fair. After NC State,
yes,
and I think we blew out. Was it UTC? We blew out first.
Something like
that.
We had an elite running game. Our running game was elite. At SEC.
Here's a question, guys.
Of the year.
Because this was kicked around before the season, but with the three-headed monster we got back there now, I mean, Peyton Lewis finished with the third most yards on the team, and I thought he played really, really well. I had poo-pooed the idea that Dylan Sampson was replaceable with a three-headed monster, but it might be true. That's crazy to me. But I'm hearing, and I'm going to leave you with this, guys. Thanks for your time. I'm hearing Ricky Gibson's 4 to 6 weeks, potentially at least a month. If that's true, man, that is I guess, do you just punt on Georgia in a way? Don't bring back Jermod McCoy. Let him still heal up. You know what I mean? Don't rush anybody
I don't
back.
think punt on any game is in this coach's vocabulary, nor should it be in year 5. I mean, we might not beat them, and it's a blow and all that, but we're going into that thing to win.
Is there a point at which the training staff and the weight training team and the food and intake team gets blamed for something like that?
We're already having that conversation. All right, Overreaction Monday. Let's go. Let's go.
I know it's Overreaction, but we only had 19 guys go down on the field the other night, and I'm not sure. Only one of them was poor Bennett Warren was shot from the sniper rifle. Other than that, I didn't see any lay down linemen. So, and I was really impressed, by the way, with Shem Omarov. I thought he really acquitted himself well. I think our offensive line's better than I thought it was going to be. That's exciting. I like pushing people around a little bit. Guys, have a good day.
Thank you, Roberto. Appreciate the phone call. 865-966-3435. We've got Trey, we've got the Giblet, and perhaps you. Power Round coming up next. It is The Drive on Fan Run Radio. We got overtime headed your way from 6 until 8. A lot to get to. Stay with us. The shocking conclusion of The Drive coming up.
The Drive. The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Hungry for some mouth-watering barbecue? Then take the quick drive up I-75 to Rickard Ridge for some of the best barbecue you'll ever have. Fall off the bone, Memphis-style baby back ribs, slow-smoked chicken thighs, and fresh hand-cut steaks. Rickard Ridge has something for everyone. Located in Cove Lake State Park with a spectacular view of the Cumberland Mountains, Rickard Ridge. It's more than just dinner, it's a destination. Check out their full menu and catering options online at rickardridgebbq.com.
We go back to the phone lines, Bob. More reaction on YouTube in the live chat.
Yes, this was a little earlier, but GBMFO says, turn on the film. We have the best ball coach in the league. Josh Heupel is the coach ESPN wants to make Sark into. Like, okay. He then followed up and said, we've been well coached for a while. Execution does lack sometimes. That's a Heupel fan.
I do think this guy is he's just what we needed, man. He is a fine coach, and I think there is some truth to his lack of personality, his lack of quotability.
Yeah,
probably leads to him not getting some of that attention. Now, part of that, like he hasn't won he's won at a high level. I don't know that has he won at the Sark level? I mean, I don't know. He's beaten Alabama twice. He's beaten Florida a couple of times. He's been to the college football playoff. Sark ain't won a championship.
No, he hasn't. He's gotten to He's gotten to the college football playoffs back in the 4-team format, and then last year, of course. But I'd say it's more of a toss-up than you would think at first blush. Now that I think about it, it's a fair point.
Let's go back to the busy phone lines this afternoon as we get ready to leave you in the more than capable hands of Overtime. William Pattison and friends headed your way next. Trey, you're on the drive. Go ahead.
Boys, I'll tell you what, that was a pretty good weekend. Vols win. Trey's terrible picks. I pulled about $3,000 this weekend. What I was hoping for. I didn't hit that every quarter bet. I gave it a shot, but I made money elsewhere, so it's all good.
I made about $20, but okay.
I sent you the receipts, Russ. What I picked. You're going to be shocked how well I threaded that Notre Dame Miami game. I got it. I hit every bet that I put on it. It was crazy. Anyway, guys, but what my mind really goes to this weekend is, how does it feel to be Big Nick? I mean, that's I just try to put myself in his shoes and just feel out what that's like, and it makes me happy. It makes me so happy.
Well, you would think it would feel, you would think it would feel bad, Trey, but part of me thinks that like he seems like the kind of guy that can be in denial. It's like, no, I'm not screwing up. I'm doing the right thing. I'm playing this right. Like he's the smartest guy in the room, and everybody else is just a bunch of dummies. Like I could see him thinking that.
I could too, Russ. But at some point, when you're sitting there in a 1/4 full stadium watching your son get his ass kicked by, another nobody team, reality's got to come walking through that door eventually. And when he goes, in the 7th round, if he's lucky, of the NFL draft and washes out, and maybe he'll revisit his past actions. Who knows? All I know is I'm happy, guys. And that's all that matters. Love y'all.
Thank you, Trey. Appreciate the phone call. Let's get the Giblet in here next. Hello, Giblet.
What's shaking, brothers?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I want to congratulate all of you for adding Tony, and especially Bob Baskerville, to the afternoon. Bob, we know each other. I was a commercial film director for Davis Newman Payne many years ago. I'm so old and retired now, I shot most of the spots on 35. And It's been a minute, right?
Yeah.
I know. It's sad, right?
God, I haven't heard DNP for a long time. That's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty far in the rearview mirror. I'm retired. 4 months of the year I spend in Nantucket, my wife and I. And it's pricey real estate up there. And Belichick had a home in Wisconsin, which is on the opposite end from the town of Nantucket. It's a whaling town. Yeah. And it wasn't good enough for Jordan. She forced his hand to purchase a house right downtown on the cobbles next to the old whaling captain's houses, which are worth, I think he paid $9 million. And, I couldn't imagine, being that strong-armed into buying that much real estate, since he already had a great place in Wisconsin. But I remember from years ago, I think his parents used to have a sex toy shop that was on the Cape.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think now they're into fishing in Maine, or
her parents did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I read that, by the way. I don't want people to think I frequented the place. Like, yes, I'm familiar with it.
It's like, oh, yes, I know it well.
No, but I read the same thing, Giblet.
Well, the water's only 4 feet at its deepest between Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. And great fishing, by the way, guys, if you're into it. And you can literally almost walk to the Cape. It's that interesting. Have any of you ever been?
I've been to Nantucket for my honeymoon, as a matter of fact. So
where'd you stay?
Oh God,
the White Elephant.
The White Elephant.
Hotel?
No, the White Elephant. That was it. They moved us inland because a hurricane hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the White Elephant has properties in Charleston too.
Yeah.
Well, we're headed back up on Wednesday, and hope that any of the hurricanes that are left out there stay out there.
No doubt.
But I thought the Big Orange did great this weekend, guys. I mean, you're not going to bat 1,000. I mean, what team does, right? I mean, it was a decent showing. It was very encouraging. In the whole business with Little Nick, I mean, he's subject to father. And that's, any kind of stage mother. I mean, you've worked in HGTV, Bob. You know the drill. And as soon as I got one of those in auditions, an actor that was, commandeered by the parent, they moved to the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
And because I never liked dealing with that on the set. There's nothing that drags you down quicker than to have constant critiques in one ear. And I'd had that enough when I started doing national commercials. And one time for Walmart, they put a headset on my head, and I was up in the air for, from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. on a Luma crane with a 35 setup, waiting on the sun to rise to act like a sunset. And they had just force of agency from Kansas that would come and just blast everything I was doing. And I did it 35 times, and I said, it's there. What are you, Stanley Kubrick? I'm the director.
Yeah.
No, I had it in the first 7 shots. But anyway, great show, guys, as usual. And I think that you're really going to blossom. And I have forgiven Bear for his critiques of prog rock, Rick Wakeman, yes, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Oh, wow.
I didn't listen for 6 months, and that was long ago. And then since I sort of love him. So way to go, guys. You're really soaring like a falcon. Congratulations.
Thank you, Giblet. Appreciate the phone call. Let's get Jamie in here. He'll be our final caller of Overreaction Monday, edition 1. What's up, Jamie?
So I don't know about you guys, but I was able to cash out on the Georgia minus 38.5 at the end of the third quarter.
Oh, we were doing this
feeling.
show, and I wasn't following it. I mean, yeah, that was the brutal beat of the weekend.
Yeah, it just had that former feeling where I feel like they're going to take the foot off the gas and bring in the subs.
I was so mad watching the end of that.
Oh, was there a backdoor cover in that?
Yeah,
Call it?
we lost by, if you didn't cash out, you lost by half a point. But I'll be quick, guys. Since it's Overreaction Monday, I just want to get Bob. I want to get your opinion on this because you tend to be able to separate, your love of Heupel and facts. What do you think about him refusing to play smart at the end of games and run that play clock down?
That's interesting. Yeah,
Time Cop has made his first appearance.
Time Cop, Bob.
I have.
The Time Cop.
I haven't really given that a thought. God, I don't even know what to say about that. That's
tradition like no other.
Yeah. So you're obviously you're a fan of him running the clock down, is what you're saying.
I would. I love the tempo. I just think when it's winning time, it's winning time. I don't think,
Yeah.
I think the game's in hand and it's, your tempo has got you where you are. And now it's time to put the thing to bed.
It's what he did in Oklahoma last season, right? He did do it there.
Yeah.
It's so
a little bit better of a job.
Yeah.
It's so scary how Jamie has infiltrated my thoughts. I think about him every time. LSU was snapping the ball with 10 seconds on the play clock and a 7-point lead Saturday night on the road. And I'm thinking, Jamie wouldn't do that. Oh, that's going to be driving him crazy.
Miami, that guy, he's not met an end-of-game
Oh,
situation
my God,
that he can't mangle.
They scored that touchdown at the end of the first half last night. Miami does. They're driving. They get the ball to the 20-yard line with about 38 seconds left. They've got, I want to say, 2 timeouts. And Cristobal lets 20 seconds roll off the clock before he calls the timeout, like 18, 19 seconds. Now, they hit a touchdown on the next play, so it didn't matter.
What I mean?
But almost really messed up there in what turned out to be a really tight game.
Bro, he turned right back around in the second half and through just complete boneheaded management. He only burnt something like 30-something seconds in a 4-down series when you're trying to milk the clock. I don't say I can say anything about Heupel, Jamie. Thank God you're not a Miami fan.
I know. I'll get out of the way. I know we're up against the top, and Bob, welcome to the show. Love you're in here. I think you should get a chart guy like we have for when it's time to go for 2. Get a math nerd to tell you when. Hey man, we got to burn this time out right here. Y'all hang in there.
Thank you, Jamie. Bob, welcome to the show.
Thank you, man. Enjoying it. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Bear. Thank you, Walker. Overtime headed your way next. We'll do it again tomorrow right here on Fan Run Radio.